No,
Yes,
that's the monk you wanted to see. Let's go.
Oh, he's taking it serious if he's playing monk. I just don't see him taking it. And he's kind of gone through a phase where he's like, I don't really feel like I'm having fun unless I'm playing whatever I want to play. But I think he knows he's playing against Tenured. He can't take it easy.
I mean, I don't know about you. Monk is a pretty fun character. You can kind of do... You can do most of whatever you want with Monk, as Steak is doing right here, already pulling up on Tenured in what felt like 2 buttons, yielding 30% of Tenured's health.
It's crazy. Tenured has to already like kind of bust out, and that's still risky because one good bait and you probably just lost the game.
Tenured finding a very rewarding anti-air though. That 5M counter hit, lots of value. And Steak is out of there. Oh, yo, chopping hammer.
I like that Steak's not caring. Steak's like, you got to challenge me, man. I'm putting it all on the table here. Still staying safe with the sway.
And the instant overhead as well. Steak looking powerful already.
Yo, don't play anybody else. Just play this character. Just play this character. It's so toxic. I love it.
I love Monk, man. This character is so funny.
It's just so wild to think that he's coming to season 2, 3, technically. This is still season 1, but season 2, basically, with all the updates. And he is just mauling people still. And it makes you think that, like, is this a tenured problem? Or is this, like, you know, is he just a little rusty? Or is it just the matchup is that bad?
I don't know how much Tenured has fought Monk.
Oh, I think
Tenured... Yeah, his like rate at which he entered DNF brackets kind of started to fall off after like the Spectre patch era. And
yeah, he put more time into Grand Blue, but I mean, nonetheless, he's still come back and done a lot of damage. But man, having the resort to using that DP and full punish could have died, possibly.
Not an awakening though. Critically, Steak dropped the combo just early enough to where Tenured doesn't have that battle command, and he might not get a chance to use it.
I wonder if he could have gotten a follow-up there. I felt like he was trying not to be too greedy, but man, solidifying himself into that almost finished round, last round game here.
JS, the God button here for Monk. Instant overhead reaches so damn far.
Tenured not using that Grey Life early. That actually hurt him there, and he's gonna get punished into mix. You could die.
Make this lethal? No, I don't think with that rooting it's gonna kill. You need one more touch.
Oh my. Watch your overhead. Yeah, we don't play this game 3 out of 5. Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Yeah,
oh,
we
man.
do.
It's crazy to think if this is 2 out of 3, would have been smoked, but still might be.
This has been an incredibly commanding round for Steak, which historically is not something that a whole lot of people can say against Tenured ever.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if Tenured still has to get like the bearings, like he hasn't been playing as much. So you can see here he's already finding his combos again and his resets, but not going to phase Steak's Monk.
Tenurd's, his brain is thinking about Hokutomaru right now. He's too locked in on City of the Wolves. This guy is too...
Here. I want to teleport. I want to double jump.
Where's my air fireball?
Oh, don't worry. He's going to have a lot of air gunshots at this rate, but he doesn't need it. This character does damage. What are they talking about?
Hey, Tenured still out of the corner.
I like the pressure that Tenured tried to keep up, but Steak just using the roll pretty well there.
Cashing out early, give himself not too deep in exhaustion. I like that choice from Steak.
I've also noticed Steak has left Tenured usually right outside or within range of doing any mana moves in his awakening, but he hasn't been able to. He's always been burnt out, so something to note for Steak going forward. A little quick adjustment.
I was really expecting us to see some shenanigans from Steak there at the very end. Tenured put him in gold cube, which is party time for Monk, but the cross-up didn't let it happen.
My god. This round is looking so devastating for Tenured.
Yeah, especially with that chopping hammer to the face.
Don't jump, bro. Don't jump. That's not the answer. All right, there you go. Still gonna be very low damage.
He tried to steal a turn. So greedy, Snake.
It's okay though because he's not gonna die here unless it's a full reset. What? No mana.
And the delayed chopping hammer as well. Tenured with the fuzzy mash getting called out because Snake waited so long to do it.
I don't think there's a fear there. I think you just let him do it. Just don't get hit by overhead. Reset?
That's certainly easier said than done, especially when you're back into the wall like Tenured's is now. This is a set point for Snake.
Good DP. Oh no, he's going to the air again, even though he had Gray Life. Could have probably pressured. Oh, backdash! Forget your back.
Alright, he sat down just outside of Awakening. One more touch for Snake. The plus frames gets the hit but drops.
And you're trying to deny this. All that Gray Life gonna cancel.
And there it is. No matter who you are, a 50-50 is a 50-50. You gotta guess one way or the other. And Snake not giving Tenured any breathing. No? Alright, come and get this ass whooping.
She's like, I'm putting my book away. He's like, I'm gonna try to keep it open. Read the word. She's all like, yeah, burn at the cross, dude. Burn at the cross. Crazy stuff.
Oh, and we're gonna be seeing some of that action here as our Inquisitor Speak has invoked her presence. We got Monikat versus Ringtext, if I'm not mistaken.
Lots of fire going to be on the screen here as they burn up the stage, which I'm surprised in a tavern. I definitely would not want this happening.
Dude, you got wood floors, the columns holding the ceiling are made of wood. Like, how is this? What's going on here?
All like, she's just chilling back there like, do what you do.
Can y'all take this outside, bro? Gotta burn down the bar.
It's okay. The repairs are on them. Oh my god, Ringtext already trying to make it happen, but Monikat with the just get off.
Pull past the frog. Excellent awareness from Monikat there.
Yo, Ringtext with the call out with the DP. I don't know what you do here as Monikat. Like, you can't, like, Ringtext is called out with DP every time.
Ringtext already showing very strong awareness of how Monikat likes to take his turn back. Monikat's not really someone to just like let a turn go. He'll just press.
You dropped the combo! Oh my god! What are you doing? That was guaranteed game.
Meza, I can't believe it. That kunai on its own would not have killed Monikat, but Monikat desperately tried to convert to save himself and lost that remaining white life. So he died to the kunai.
You can't block in the air. What are you doing? I mean, he should have JM'd again if he was going to do that. But, you know, either way, going to have another opportunity here. Has to keep up with this, the pace that Ringtext is throwing out here. Oh, good back roll there.
Ringtext doing a solid job of backing up, maintaining space when he needs to keep Monikat at bay. Able to force his way in, though. We got the wheel set up.
I hate this. I think this does nothing. You're just giving him giving Ringtext Gray Life. There's nothing good about that situation.
There's that double JM you wanted, but it's not working out for Monikat. Ringtext, you got the super. Just spend it, man. Just spend it, man.
What are we doing? All this fancy stuff, man. You know, the OG players, not the OG players, but the OG players now are looking a little unstable. Like, y'all just need to close out the match. Don't play with your food, please.
This has been something that has plagued the DNF dual player base since the game came out. I feel like it started with the Berserker players and just kind of spread to the rest of the populace. They're like, oh, we want to do the coolest combo possible. We want to extend this as much as we can. And you drop before the super.
Understood with Berserker players. They're just like, but bro, it just does damage, and I'm killing myself anyway. So why not?
Okay, 6SS confirms.
Oh, goodwill. And Ringtext gonna fall for it. Not sure why. Probably tried to challenge, maybe guard cancel a little early. Oh no, this is such a bad situation for Ringtext.
Yeah, I tried to shimmy out of there. Tried to wiggle a little bit, but the Molotov covering the floor.
I smell that the mental tax was getting to Ringtext. And it's okay. Look, you're allowed 1 round of mental tax. You've been doing it all game to Monikat. Now it's your turn again to do it.
Burning Stigma's on. Monikat's delay press catching.
And I love that Ringtext is going for these 5B2Bs and delay into 5AA. Not really giving any opportunity for Monikat to TP through. Because if there's one wrong guess, that's big damage.
Monikat finding the right guess, though. Ringtext showing that back jump kunai way too many times.
Oh. We're just running, yeah. Okay, no confirm from Frog.
Yeah, no burning stigma. Oh, we get it. No, he tried to throw. Still stuck in the stagger, so didn't get it.
Good DP. Wild DP. Good DP.
And a good contribution to the Matcherino. Gonemad dropping 25 in there.
Man, Gonemad got money. He's a working man now. He's a working man. Oh, misses the 5B connection.
He's also in this bracket. He's trying to make his money back. Trying to get that return on investment.
Isn't that crazy? Yo, what if I put in 25, somebody else will put in 25? That can make my money back. Oh, and good pressure by Monikat. Gonna have to turn this into something. You get a jump cancel here. What?
Okay, got the DP. That's so much white life on Ringtext's side. I
wouldn't use any of it till now. Now?
Yep. Yeah, you got the hit. Spend it, get that meter back.
Spend it! Do it though! Oh, I would have did it for a mix.
Mezzo, this is dangerous. This could be the start of something horrible.
Just pack it up, Ringtext. If you get mixed on this one, it's over. No guard cancel. Okay, I respect.
No second.
Yeah!
There's the guard cancel. Spent the white life. Run under the frog. Still there.
That 5S was so smart. You gotta hold all this. It's okay. It's your turn now. It's your turn now. DP callouts. Yo, Ringtext, you are a DP god tonight. What is happening?
The combos might not be quite there, but the DPs absolutely are. Ringtext, I don't think has missed a single one yet.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was Monikat, I'd be like, yo, what are these DPs? I need to calm down. And that's what I think the answer is. Calm down. When you are pressing the advantage, you need to know when to turn that light switch on and off. And unfortunately, Monikat just didn't know when.
To Monikat's credit, though, in the past, some of the kind of critiques of his play have been that he's really eager to DP or, press in bad scenarios when he's on the back foot. And so far, we haven't really seen that. We've seen some pretty solid options when he decides to call out Ringtext pressure, mainly leaning on that JM.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see Monikat go for a little bit more baity stuff. Like, we're at the point in time where pressure is really good depending on your character, but a character like Inquisitor isn't really opening you up for free, so you kind of have to do a little bit of shimmying like you're playing Street Fighter, I hate to say. And that's going to lead to a lot more for Monikat there.
I'm interested as to why Monikat hasn't gone for any of the multiple wheel sequences so far against Ringtext. We've seen a bunch of times where he does air tech reset into the meaty wheel, which is a perfect spot to just say, all right, I'm going to press your guard bar now and throw up, another second wheel, third wheel maybe.
What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
The wheels have left the building. The wheels have fallen off the cart. Monikat is on the Hitman now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to say he's backing it up. He wants to lose.
What?
Okay, I'm hearing Monikat's Hitman's legit. I got to see it, because I don't know about that one.
Monikat is one of those players that spends a crazy amount of time in the lab. His Hitman combos are absolutely top-notch. But I don't think I don't think I've seen his Hitman play in tournament before myself.
I actually think this is one of the weirder / harder matches for Hitman because there's a certain dead zone that he cannot cover that Kunoichi sits in. And if they both know this, it's going to be way harder. And I just think the Inquisitor is a better matchup.
And so far, you are looking correct in that regard. Monikat not looking very comfortable. Pushed back to the wall by Ringtext. Let him full charge the 5M. Tried to jump out.
Bust.
No dice.
Just let him do that. What is happening? You could have DP'd.
Dog gets in the run-up throw. Ringtext is on one tonight. He is working.
This is... You gotta understand, with Monikat, I feel like there's always like this self-doubt. And if you don't self-doubt, you won't have to run to a character that's worse than the better character. But I hope there's some faith in here now that he's turned the tide. What's your mix?
Got it. Empty jump low. This time we block the DP.
Good patience. Good patience.
With Monikat's combo routes, sure. This might not kill, actually.
I don't think it's worth it. Even if you try, save your mana. You might need it.
Oh, no. He's dead. He's dead.
Whoa!
Never mind. Never mind.
That was nice. Low health, though. Low health. I'm going. Low health. If that was like, you know, Monk, that was bad.
I always forget how many 5Ms Hitman can fit into combos these days.
Oh,
Yo.
wow!
Yo,
who are you, Ringtext? What happened to the old Ringtext? I would have never seen a delayed 5S bait. Crazy.
he is playing like a changed man. Burning Stigma on Monikat down below Awakening Threshold. All he needs is one hit. That is it if Ringtext is able to finish this combo. The DP loops, get another one. One more for the road.
I mean, look, the Hitman was looking okay. It was looking okay.
3-2 between Goldeneye and Delirium. That's a serious performance from Delirium.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the best thing is when you're almost close to top. A lot of players, real quick, have not realized when you go against the strongest player, it is in your right as the underdog to try to remove them from the tournament. It is the best feeling you can have.
Hey,
Don't shy away from it.
Pretty good feeling for me as well as seeing Dr. Sauce and some blue guy putting $5 each in the match arena right as we start this match. Thank y'all.
I like seeing Gonemad on Ghostblade. It's rare because he really just feels like Spectre is the better character, but I like seeing him play the old stuff because it's really cool. He has so much knowledge.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see Kazunkai has moved on from his gold cube shenanigans, though. At one point, Kazunkai was the keeper of the Forbidden Scrolls on Gold Cube, but he's moved on.
You know what he's realized? He's like, you know what? I gotta play serious. And this is serious Kazunkai. I can see it because he's not doing wonky stuff. He's blocking. He's taking his turn properly. This is kind of scary, but you might get guard broken. You better be careful.
Not much guard gauge left. Tried to... That almost looked like a backdash. They got caught.
I wonder if DP would have been a really good option there. Because, like, it's something that most Vanguards don't go for because they know it whiffs sometimes from certain distances. Looking really solid right here. Gonna have a good mix. It's guaranteed for him.
Oh, even Kazunkai locked down. Even though this costs an extreme amount of meter, Gonemad always having just enough to play with.
Unfortunately, that guard cancel hurt Kazunkai. Gonna give a great life and let Gonemad go gone wild in this match. And I think he has to eat one more mix.
Yep. Protect the throw, though.
Yo, how'd you see that? How did he know?
At that point, that's got to be like, oh, you've summoned the ghost, you haven't tried to throw me yet. I know what you're going for this time.
This is gonna be mad damage. Yeah, oh my god.
Lethal. Needs one more touch.
Oh, DNF dual players, I am so appreciative of you right now. You are doing throws! Oh, no!
How did you run that back? How did you do it, Nessa?
Kazunkai always shocking us, an Evo champion. My god.
He put the fear of God in Gonemad to let him do that empty jump low like that.
Oh, yeah.
That is absurd.
What the hell could he have not pressed at that point? They could have pressed at that point. That would have scared the hell out of him. Like, no DP, I know. But, man, I would have probably 6S'd out, I'm not gonna lie.
What?
What?
The backwards hitbox of 5S? Hello?
Yo, is this is looking like old Kazunkai, like Evo Kazunkai, like where you just cooking and you just have no answer. But Gonemad has an opportunity here.
Doesn't get chased down. Yo!
Yes.
The hurt box, and he gets the dash cancel off a Dreadboard. Kazunkai has super available. He's dead.
Yo, I feel so bad for Gonemad there because like that was the right answer. And he got popped for the right answer. That's crazy.
He stuck it out just a little bit too early. Right place, wrong time, unfortunately, for Gonemad. Kazunkai running back game one. It was looking all Gonemad for the first half of that.
I wouldn't be mad if Gonemad broke his controller after that situation. Like, after the comeback and then that, when you make the right... You thought you made the right read? Woo. My God.
I'm reading off another donation to the Matcherino. Merc Jones, a fellow Spectre, pulling up to the bracket and contributing 20 bucks to the Matcherino.
What are y'all doing?
Thank you. The love is felt big time here at TNS.
Yo. All right, Gonemad, I kind of see you. Kind of cooking here. Gets a full combo off of the grab. It's going to scale. But it's Ghostblade. All that meter comes back to him and another mix. Oh! He almost had that confirmed.
Got Kazunkai caught him pressing a little bit. Gonemad is content to just sit here. He's out of mana. He's chilling. He's trying to get some resources back.
I love the engagement that he's having where he's like, you know what, I just need to turn off the offense. But unfortunately, trying to play neutral gets himself caught out. This is going to be big for Kazunkai because he's going to be able to close the round off of this. Another two of those.
One more.
Oh, he's just being fancy now. He didn't even need to do that.
I think since he was able to get both hits, that's more damage than a JM. So that might have mattered.
You think so? I mean, I thought another JM would have just killed. I don't know. I'm not a Vanguard player.
Yeah. Regardless, it was stable enough for Kazunkai, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
His brain was like, this works. I think. Oh, okay. Arden Ross saying he needed that. Okay. Man, y'all Vanguard players are so technical. Oh, Gonemad looking for his opportunity. We've seen him in this position multiple times, and it feels like with no mana, and even when he gets that one opportunity to mix, he just needs to make it count.
That's one of those opportunities, unfortunately, falling victim to Kazunkai's guard cancel.
Oh, the double back roll? Kaz taking a risk there. Could have gone a lot worse. Not going to be able to do anything here.
The head goes through.
What?
Didn't get the hit. Yeah, canceled into throw on accident.
Oh, good confirm. Not going to be able to do much there for Kaz, but Kaz did make some good reads, but I think it was just at the end of the day, the Ghost was just putting too much pressure. Just taxed him.
Well, Kazunkai had that one huge opening. That accidental cancel into throw really iced him.
Yeah, I think that's just like a normal mental note that they always do, just to be safe, and unfortunately, big time. And I don't know if that's made him a little unstable here, but he's back in the same situation again. Gonna get mixed. No.
This hasn't been uncommon throughout this set so far. With Kazunkai back to the corner, he's really autopiloting that 4S, 2S string, and Gonemad knows it, ISing appropriately, so the pullback doesn't happen and he can get a punish.
Good finish on Gonemad's side. Very, very optimal there to make sure that he doesn't lose out on any damage. Got his meter back. I don't know. This is pretty even. It could go either way due to the fact that Kaz always has this comeback mechanic called Vanguard Strength. And Gonemad has to always play the neutral. If he plays the neutral correctly, I think he wins every exchange. But Kaz is really good at it.
You're talking about comeback mechanics, Meza. You spot the difference in that loading screen?
I'm not.
We got Gold Cube back for Kazunkai, baby.
He's losing his
rolls are open.
Bro, he's lost his mind. He's like, I'm going ham now. See? This might be the worst version of Kazunkai because you don't know what you're going to get. He's going to go way more wild, and you still got to be scared because even though these exchanges go in Gonemad's way, Kaz can just make one good read, and you just get blown up.
We're still playing normal Vanguard for the time being, but one conversion will take him. He tried to backdash conversion, expecting a low. Gonemad 2 steps ahead of him.
Gonna have to get one mix here. Definitely can't kill. Okay, I was trying to keep it alive. Plus frames there. Yeah.
Flat.
I'd like to say that I feel like Gonemad. When I look at this matchup, this is like 2 cars racing, right? You got the Ford Ranger, and then you got the Nissan GT of Nissans, and it's just like one's just really quick, but God forbid the Ford Ranger decides to run off the road. It's just gonna just demolish this Nissan GT, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. The Nissan is just technical as hell, hitting all these slopes, but yeah.
But the rails have fallen off. Kazunkai is in Gold Cube. All he needs is one touch on Gonemad to make this round his.
Baby. Rum rum. Kaz just going forward.
Teleport. The mix from Gonemad attempted but blocked.
What is that? That forward roll he did was insanely scary.
Teleport throw, the Ghostblade classic.
I gotta say, I am very appreciative of watching every player start to throw a little bit more. And I know they're afraid of throws because it gives gray life, but guess what? Throws are still powerful in their own way. It causes mix-up, it causes confusion, it also causes baiting to use that gray life for pressure. And guess what? Some people just don't benefit from it.
Looking at chat, is Crusader the VW microbus? No, Crusader, you know those big old dump trucks they use in like stone quarries that have like 10-foot wheels? That's Crusader.
That's crazy. I'm just waiting to find out who's the 16-wheeler. Oh, but we all know, I gotta say this, the Enchantress is like the Ford Prius. It's like the Prius, man. You're getting good mileage, but you're not really going anywhere.
yeah, you might be onto something.
Oh man, and Gonemad looking so solid this round. I mean, I don't know if the Gold Cube has changed anything besides just giving Kazunkai more like punch power. But it's definitely making him play a little bit more wild and kind of unclean.
Yeah, he's trying it, and I like where he's going, using a lot more Dreadbore once he gets down there because he has more mana regen. But it's looking like mostly Gonemad's game at this point. He has adapted very strongly to Kazunkai after that game 1.
Yeah, see, and now the throws are going to start coming out. Going to make a lot of mental attacks because now you got to think about it. And this is what makes throws really strong in their own right. Oh, tries to get a mix there. Another throw. Well, yep, see, he burned his gray life for mana that didn't even matter.
Mix attempt, it's the roll punish too. This one lethal. Gonemad finishing us off with the super as he takes a 3-1 over Kazunkai. Gonna be fighting a Ringtext in the next round.
Yeah, well, he was in top 8 for me. I'm okay with that.
I got you.
Oh damn, that's crazy. Why wouldn't you put money on? Put as many points as you need on Murray. Wait, what? Table's got this.
Table? We were talking about her earlier. She's really the premier representative of Lost Warrior in North America these days. Has really, honestly, I feel like changed people's opinion on the character almost single-handedly this patch. But she has been putting up very, very consistent placements in the past year or so.
You know what it is? The fear that we didn't have for Lost Warrior got obtained when Table kept just like gnawing away at it. And once those buffs came, it was just like, oh, this character exists? We thought it existed, but it really exists now. Look at the damage that's going through and the time stop. You're probably dead.
I need one more touch of the JM, and even with the damage reduction from that Grace bubble, not enough for Rezby to survive.
Yo, I mean, look, this matchup's supposed to be a Crusader favor in my personal opinion, but right now, it's in Table's favor.
Rezby starting off hot this round. But, oh my, no cancel in the 2B? That's so minus.
I wonder if he was thinking that he can get away with that. Unfortunately, Table not gonna let you just do what you want, and this is the answer. You're taking so much damage and almost close to time stop. Gonna save it there. Once that mana back.
The next touch, you're gonna have to be judicial about it. Well, now when you got Awakening, you can send it all day.
Yeah, this is gonna be the final touch. Oh my god. Good JM, but not gonna be enough to keep up any pressure because guess what? Table's on the run.
See, holding back, not really afraid of the throws, should be afraid of the 4M teleport from Table.
The super?
Oh what? My god. DNF players, y'all got a super, man.
Yo, I want to see an animation. I want to see a cutscene.
Right.
I had to watch Zero for years. What are you guys doing?
Is Uncle Viz in chat? Viz, you here?
You know what it is? When Viz is here, everybody wants the super. They want him to be like, oh, it's a super, oh my god, But now that he's not here, y'all don't want a super. It's crazy.
Listen, Viz isn't here to remind the people to just do button super.
Oh man, this is wild. If people lose off of that, that's their own fault. I'm just gonna say it. You guys deserve to lose. But Rezby looking like he wants to play a solid game here, keeping at bay. Definitely spend more meter. JP gonna try to keep up some pressure here. Grab.
To answer question from the chat, Arden Ross asking about Crusader's reversal. When Crusader has 4 time stocks on him, it's very difficult for him to reversal in this matchup. If he armors a hit from a mana skill while he's DPing, he'll get time stopped and you can just wail on him. Or, you know, it's still susceptible to lows. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
Whenever they decide to patch the game and change that, which hopefully they never do. No, just the change. I'm okay with the patch. Oh man, Rezby in such a negative spot here, but has the Grace.
Didn't get the Grace hits on those 5Bs though. No lightning to convert into the Apocalypse.
No mana, gonna probably go for a grab here. No grab. Not taking the risk, and Table playing it safe. Unfortunately, not gonna be safe enough. Send the Holy Light.
Doesn't have mana to make it a combo. Oh my goodness, she 5M'd into it, but it didn't kill. It didn't combo correctly. Apocalypse is so whack.
You deserve to lose. You deserve to lose. As soon as Apocalypse hit, you should have just supered. There's no reason to do that. See, y'all want to lose.
The hitboxes on Apocalypse are incredibly inconsistent. So they have to do with how the laser hits you. And sometimes you can just be right in there on the edge and you just kind of fall out. Nothing's hitting you for a second and you air tech.
I mean, he would have been safe still if he supered, and then it still would have gone off. It still had time. It's okay. Yeah. He's back in the game. He's got Table in the corner, doing these crouch jabs. Jay it.
Oh, yeah, Spear starter is hella damage for Crusader. Not enough to kill, but enough to force that air tech scramble, and Lost Warrior players will be pressing that JM.
My body's kind of shaking a little bit because I didn't expect that reset. And you can't press buttons when you see Grace go up. You gotta chill. Let yourself fall. If you guys don't know, let yourself fall to the ground. Because if you press a button, now you're absolutely committing to being hit. You have to have an engagement in the air. And unfortunately, Table has none.
She's got an anti-air though. Rezby trying to get that spear from downtown stuffed out by the mysterious swords.
Negative after throw. You gotta be respecting that.
Air tech again. She pressed JM, but caught Rezby on the way down, swinging at nothing.
I like how Rezby tried to lower his hitbox just so he could get the 2B on the falling JM. Not enough.
Rezby was just sitting there punching air. And Table fell down on top of him with the JB.
This gotta hurt. We're gonna see Grace here? No, not yet. Oh, you rolled! You got baited! Ah, that was so rough to watch from Table. Knowing that she didn't want to deal with the pressure, she kind of like instinctively rolled backwards, but there's a wall there.
Where you going? You're in the corner. Doesn't matter where you are against Crusader, you're in the corner.
You don't got slide.
Rezby back to his own corner, though, not of Crusader's making. 3 time stocks on him as well. Throw tech, tried to challenge, and whiff punish off the backside of it. A 2B starter with the time stop is a lot of damage, but Crusader is incredibly tanky.
I think she should have saved this mana here. No, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? This character does damage, man. And look, had 4 stocks again. You're playing the wrong game.
I think this is the second time we've been like, oh, okay, they probably should have saved the mana, you know, it's going to be pixel hell, and then they just killed anyways.
I don't even think I would have been right either way because she had 4 stocks on him. This is just like, time stop was going to happen again regardless.
Oh, JB kind of hit. That JB is money maker for Table.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing is, like, all the buttons for Table are just working out here. And they're big buttons. They're not like the lights. So she's getting tons and tons of added damage. Gonna reset. I actually like that option because 1 touch into time stop means you die.
And with the 30% cube from Crusader, when he's down in that awakening, he gets a defense buff. He takes less damage. So that would have been a really dicey kill confirm. This one is nice and easy.
Thank you. Thank you. This is what we all wanted to see. This is all we wanted to see. You guys cleaning up your plate. Don't drop it. Oh, now everybody's like, oh, we don't want to see supers. They're too long. I can't skip it. So the question is, Rezby actually was in some pretty solid state here. When does Rezby actually get to take the game for himself and control the pace? Because it feels like he has to get beat up really badly or just make one good read.
Crusader has a pretty decent time in the neutral against the Lost Warrior. The 5S, the walls being very hard for Lost Warrior to navigate around. But Table has just been all up in Rezby's face this entire time. He has got no breathing room to work with, and this is where Crusader can struggle.
I feel like Rezby is having a sip of tea right now, waiting for... Oh, they cancel for cancel.
He can whiff punish.
He can 5M that, right? This is a projectile, right?
Yes. You generally can't on reaction because the projectile involved from Crusader is not frame 1. But yeah, it can go through it. You can also punish it on block.
That was the first time Table's done it though, so I can understand.
Yeah, that's one of those things. That's part of why Crusader has such good neutral control in this matchup. The 6S is not a huge factor because it's really easily punishable like Crusader especially.
Wow, and that's a perfect game right now from Rezby. I don't care what you guys say, that was perfect.
It counts.
Yeah. I didn't see Chick.
Rezby's not seeing the ground off of that jump. These 5A anti-airs from Table have been so good.
And they thought 5AA was bad. It did get buffed, so...
I mean, it was bad at one point.
Yeah. Double grab. I think she should have went for 3. The bait.
JM got the time stop. That's Table. You listen. You thought you got a perfect on me. I'll show you a real perfect. Says Table.
Brawler versus Ranger.
It's fine. Ranger has some difficulty dealing with barrels, since barrels have a higher projectile priority than his normals. It's just finding the space to set them up that can be difficult. Once you got the game of Donkey Kong going, it's party time for Brawler.
I think the only hard thing for Ranger in this matchup is he doesn't have that weird angle to stop her from either jumping, and even though he can try to match her in the air, or at least, you know, hit her at a certain angle, he's always going to get hit by a shooter. Shooter's just so strong.
Yeah, and that's an even bigger deal this patch. As of the Nen Master patch, Launcher's jump-ins got buffed a little bit, that JB specifically. Ranger has a hell of a time policing that angle that Bored-erlands is going to be approaching it with.
I think 6M isn't a bad option, but it still gets blown up, and that's kind of the harsh part about this match too. Like, he can slide out, but it's risky. There's so many risks that I feel GoldenEye has to take if he's not in control of the match.
And he most certainly isn't thus far. Bored-erlands putting him in an early corner position.
God, thank you, Bored-erlands. No!
Wait, he converted too early. He got rid of his own Gunhawk and dropped the combo.
And that's going to cost him so much because there's going to be a follow-up to the corner. I think we're going to see a mix. No? Oh, no JN.
That grenade didn't even want to mess with it. GoldenEye is a player who never shies away from DPing. But I know Bored-erlands is like, I'm not taking any chances. I'm not messing with it. I'm not giving him a chance to get out of this corner. I'm just gonna keep you locked down until you wiggle a little bit.
I feel like there's that one mental stack that's like, if the moment GoldenEye starts DPing though, he's like, oh, I'm screwed. I'm stuck in the DP, you know, system because I have to make these guesses. So I think he's trying to force himself not to. Oh, good laser to challenge, and right now, good opportunity for Bored-erlands to confirm into something, but no, play the neutral.
Bored-erlands is giving GoldenEye a hell of a time in this neutral. He is littering the screen with his own projectiles, not letting GoldenEye get anything started. However, GoldenEye, he's on Ranger. All he needs is one touch, and then you're in the blender.
That was great guard cancel to get out. Unfortunately, this is the DP situation I was talking about. He did not want to start challenging with it, but he's jumping and getting caught out. And that is a new string that was added, Flamethrower, to be able to go to Stir. Oh my. You lost, sir. Thank you. We appreciate your cutscene. You
know, at one point in this game's lifespan, we tended to call Launcher a low damage character. You know, I think the times have changed. I think we're singing a little bit of a different tune now.
This character's toxic. But this is what they wanted. They kept screaming, oh, Launcher's not strong enough. Launcher's not strong enough. Now she's too strong, and nobody wants her. You guys got to make up your mind.
Oh, GoldenEye making up his mind to guard cancel out, retain that last little bit of guard meter, and block Bored-erlands DP. All right, now you're in trouble.
I feel like Bored-erlands really fell for that trap, and it didn't even seem that obvious. It was like kind of obvious. He was like, I'm doing nothing. And now it's got him in a weird position. I don't think he's going to cancel here. I think he's going to save the meter. Save the life.
Yeah, you got it, right? You gotta let yourself regen.
I'm still okay with it.
That puts him in one-touch range, and it would have put him in super range. GoldenEye trying to IS a projectile, missing the timing and getting hit in guard cancel, or in conversion.
I think the mana to guard ratio was not worth trying to IS it. I think he should have just blocked and then made a better decision down the road, just due to the fact that, you know, Bored-erlands was out of mana just about. He had like 10 to 20 mana left. That was like nothing.
I was really expecting GoldenEye to do what we see him do very often this matchup, which is just react to a badly spaced projectile with super. But unfortunately never got the chance to there.
I'd like to see him kind of go for some DPs a little bit more. I think he's made a good decision on one of them. I just don't think him rolling out or trying to challenge has been really favorable here.
Defense against Launcher is so hard, man.
No,
it's so hard to figure out how to get out of this corner.
Oh, trust me, Swiftmaster has it. I got to make my decisions quick.
Yeah, GoldenEye's got to make a decision sooner or later. Came a bit too late, tried to stuff out that, or toss out that grenade. Bored-erlands too quick.
Bored-erlands looking like the dominant one here. Gonemad definitely going to have to kick it up a notch. Already missing his combo off the gun hog. Yeah, getting a little overzealous with these rolls. I know he wants to not be in the corner, but you got to kind of respect it and hold it. Maybe inch your way out, but it's not going to matter. It's a lot of guard. Good DP, still good DP. I think he should have taken his space, moved forward. Don't always use slide.
Okay, one more Oki situation. Throw gets shimmied with the grenade. Yeah, he's got IS for dear life. What?
He tried to roll out. I think it was like a small little gap, and he tried to roll out because he didn't capture him with 2A. Yeah, that was a little weird situation. Then again, it wouldn't have mattered because he would have had the guard cancel at some point.
Chat saying y'all wanted a ranger or a zoner with good pressure. This is what you get. Yeah, this is both sides of this matchup. Both of these characters are the zoner in question.
Oh my god. Why didn't you just wait? She was out of meter. GoldenEye making too many impulsive decisions. The mental stack taking a hold. Tries to fight him.
Maybe thinking that would delete the falling projectiles from 4M, but no such luck for GoldenEye. However, he's got a bust out, he's got full mana, and he does not bait the roll.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yep, that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for. I don't think it kills though. This is clear cube.
Yeah, it's gonna be tons of damage though. That he's gonna leave himself in a good position. Couldn't confirm off of it. Nice guard cancel.
Wow, and GoldenEye saves himself with that. Critically, in that final interaction, he IS 2 normals, which take away the pushback from him, leaving him close enough for that guard cancel to hit. If he had not IS'd those normals, guard cancel would have whiffed, he would have died and lost the set.
I like that. I like that GoldenEye's fighting back. He's starting to think a little bit more now, where he's like seeing the gaps. And he's like, oh, I can punish. Good DP. He could have did a bigger punish, but I think the DP was the safer route. And it's gonna switch sides because he JM'd. That's a new thing. If you do a special move, MP move in the air, it will auto correct you to the right side.
Yeah, switching sides unfortunately took a bit of real estate out of GoldenEye's favor. He got immediately pushed back into this corner where he has been having struggles.
Okay, a little risky DP considering there was no mana on the board. I don't think Bored-erlands was gonna press because he had no mana. I think GoldenEye could have just taken his chances and just taken his turn. Put on the pressure. The thing is, he's waiting for the right moments, but then he's making some poor decisions afterwards. And I think he needs to just kind of look for that good answer he always has usually in the past.
Doesn't have much time to find those answers either, though, as Bored-erlands is on set point and has already gotten GoldenEye in a bad way. Grenade is under his feet, has to hold this pressure in the corner, got some mana to spend.
Hey, yo, why does this look like it's the reverse? She's the new Ranger. That's crazy. You thought Gunhawk was bad? This is bad. Oh, good patience. This is what I'm talking about. He just holds his turn. Oh my, the deep.
Stealing a turn of his own. The grenade doesn't quite blow up too long. Guard cancel blocked, and unfortunately for GoldenEye, that's going to be his last one of the winner's side. As Bored-erlands takes it 2-1, moves on to top 8. Gold Cube Striker is kind of stressful to fight, I can't lie.
I feel what Linky's felt when he had to fight against Striker the first month. It was like, this character's broken. Still is. Still is.
We're seeing a couple of very strong characters up here for our first winners semis match, though. Stake and Table. That's that monk that we were expecting to see versus the Lost Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really... This is not a very common matchup to watch due to the fact that, you know, there's probably like 2 or 3 Lost Warrior players, but they're not like Table, you know? So Table's put in so much work, but we've seen Monk being played everywhere. It's just how well does he contest against a lot of the non-projectile stuff.
It's weird, right? Monk, when he came out, was everywhere. People were like, oh, this Monk character, he's crap. He's awesome. Love this guy. But he's kind of fallen off. A lot of the top Monk representation isn't really around anymore. Taco enters infrequently. Crazy Fingers hasn't entered anything in a while. So it's a little bit few and far between, but it's always really fun to watch when he shows up.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get the heavy hitter, the really strong neutral player, or the mixed master. And it's really cool. It really is. But right now, Steak kind of putting it to Table, but it doesn't matter. Because you're now time speed.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised jump there from Steak.
Man. Can you say time stop? I think Steak might do a swap just because of the comfort. I don't think that Monk doesn't win this matchup because I know that Table feels that way. That Monk kind of just blows this character up, but there's some options there. I think that Table could really stick this one out, just making good situational reads like that.
Steak seemed to fall victim to some weird movements in that last match. I don't think it was much to do with character so much as like him just kind of having some odd moments like that jump they got hit by teleport, some weird rolls they got caught by 2B like we're seeing again here.
I wonder if this is like Steak having to relearn how Lost Warrior works and functions, because it's not a very typical character like every other character. Definitely has a lot bigger kit to kind of challenge situations that you might jump, you might roll, you might want to block forever.
Yeah. I mean, like, we talked about Steak being originally a Lost Warrior player, but it's been a while. It's been a minute. The game has changed.
He definitely hasn't played as much Lost Warrior with the new patches and whatnot when it got changed, but I felt like he was slightly aware, but I don't think he's aware where Table's at now.
Table's moving different with this character, for sure. Steak knows what Lost Warrior does. I don't know if he knows what Table's doing.
She failed. That's all I'm gonna say. She makes this character look violently smooth. Like, I hate it because it's like we're used to Lost Warrior being slow and patient. Now she's just aggressive with all the new changes, and you just kind of have to guess.
Steak guessing wrong, trying to call Table out with that chopping hammer. But she knows you just do a slightly deeper dash up into a low, and that Monk is cooked.
So I mean, Steak sticking it through with the Monk, like you said. I don't think I agree. I don't think it's a character issue. It's a just matchup knowledge issue at this point. You see a lot of the jumping.
Lost Warrior doing good at policing it. This time Steak gets over the 2B though. Aggressive jump with the JS. Good block on the 50-50.
Okay, trying to bait something there. Maybe the grab. Working so well for Table here. Table's definitely going to get a time stop off of this one. Has just enough mana.
Yeah, she gets a JM. Oh, not even.
Okay, see, we both have the same thing.
Yeah.
We're so wrong on so many things lately. But at least we're together. That's good commentary for you guys, okay? Consistency. Ooh, big. Oh, he whiffs. I don't know, man. It feels like Steak showing a little bit of that rust and missing some solid combos that he was hitting on tenured. And I wonder if it's getting to him a little bit that maybe he could be going to losers.
It's tough out here. Table is putting the screws to him. He's got to figure something out because you don't have much health bar to work with. You might not have any if Table's able to optimize this enough.
Yeah, it feels like Table's kind of just in a training room at this point. Fighting a dummy, I hate to say. Oh, boy.
Oh, he's got one more touch. Never mind. Air tech into the jab from Table. Immediately covering it.
I don't think anybody knew about Table. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. But this one is one that Gonemad still has a decent handle on. He's got the Ghostblade out. You know, I'm not usually one to say I told you so, but you know. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
I know Spectre players tend to not particularly like the launcher matchup, mainly because Extruder stops her from doing a lot of things in the air. Like everything.
But I mean, the thing is, they do feel like it's a slightly in favor matchup for her. It's just you have to play it very specifically. But I feel like with Ghostblade, he has the option to kind of get past some of her moveset, and also with the teleport, it's really strong.
Yeah, he's got projectile invul on the 6S, which is that dash move you just see there, the 3 slashes. Also, the teleport gets invul after a little while, so he has some decent options to get through these space projectiles that Launcher's going to be throwing.
And I'll admit, I haven't seen Gonemad turn on DNF Duel quite a bit lately in playing some matches, so definitely going to be hard for Bored-erlands if he doesn't remember how this matchup goes.
Gonemad just needs one touch, but he's getting his guard gauge cranked, gets guard broken. Bored-erlands has super on deck, should be able to cash out for a kill.
Yeah, it's so upsetting because he played it so well in the beginning, and he was taking full control of the match. But once he got hit and got put in the corner, it was just like wall to wall, just getting bounced around, blocking it.
That last sequence honestly looked like Gonemad forgot that Bored-erlands was an awakening.
Yeah,
it looked like one of those where he's thinking, okay, I'm gonna take the guard break because it's not gonna kill me, and I'll be chilling. No, sorry.
I love that DP that Bored-erlands did. He wasn't afraid to challenge, knowing that you know, Gonemad wants to go for mix as hard as possible, especially early with no gray light there.
Challenge that 2A going past the Ghost and even hitting Ghostblade.
Yeah, this is rough right now. He has to play the neutral. Good confirm. Oh my god,
Dude.
laser.
Dude. Oh, he had the right idea.
This is just unlucky. All right, he's gonna get one mix here, and that could be death for Bored-erlands, but not in the corner.
Oh, it's so unfortunate.
That sucks because Gonemad knew that he wanted to get a mix, but because he had to do 6S 3 times, it was gonna leave him outside of the corner if he didn't. Wasn't gonna have enough meter to really mix, possibly not even kill.
Yeah. I can't believe that reach, to be honest. That 2A was so far.
I'm just shocked with the J
And getting hit by laser, so it's like extended the hurt box and just lost there.
That's the difficult thing for Ghostblade is when launches in the air. That's what you have to do to get her down. You have no real traditional anti-air. JA is all you got.
Yeah. Hopefully he could turn it around. Seems like he is, and it's actually paying off for him. Try to get a mix here. Goes for triple low.
And I like that Bored-erlands didn't bite.
Yep, Gonemad not biting either. Oh, as I say that.
And, you know, I feel like Gonemad is challenged tremendously better this round, making Bored-erlands have to actually be patient. And that's the hardest part, when you are definitely getting pressured and you're like, okay, I could press something, but is it worth it? Especially if the character can't really guard break easily.
That patience was rewarded there, ISing that entire 5S, so Gonemad had no recourse but to be punished on block. However, Bored-erlands not out of the woods. Conversion didn't let the laser rip, but mashed out through the Ghost, and that's going to be lethal, Meza.
That's so unfortunate for Gonemad because he made all the right decisions up until that point.
And it's just like, you got to tell yourself, am I doing something wrong? And I don't think he is. I think that it's just the patience from Bored-erlands is really paying off tremendously. He's not biting on anything that's going to lead to a really big favorable situation for Gonemad.
So difficult for Gonemad to navigate. He starts off with such a lead, but Bored-erlands' momentum-based play is so hard to stop.
I feel like it's once Gonemad lets off the gas a little bit, Bored-erlands is like, oh, it's time to go hunting. And when he goes hunting, he doesn't miss.
Pinpoint precision, except for that throw. Gonemad getting a lucky break there.
Good. I like the guard cancel, leaves him at a low life. And a throw to finish it off. It's so hard to guess in this situation, and like I said, the patience that Bored-erlands has had has been tremendously good. But now I think we're gonna start seeing it get tested because of these throws. Yep.
Gonemad hitting Bored-erlands with the, hey, what's that over there? He sends the ghost out, gets Bored-erlands looking at the ghost, and then tosses him.
But those aren't so bad for Bored-erlands in these situations. He's gonna have a lot of great life to cancel off of certain situations if it's not a combo. What?
Okay, sure.
At least it wasn't a bad trade.
Yeah. It works out. Bored-erlands, after navigating the situation afterwards, able to get a very favorable corner scenario.
Yeah, 6x not going to be a good exchange. Oh, gets in there, but doesn't get a punish because he has the Grey Life, and the Grey Life is available for whenever he wants to cancel, and maybe not the best situation there. I think I would have liked to see Bored-erlands do something not DP to be able to burn that Grey Life. And that would have been way more interesting to see, like maybe Grenade cancel.
We haven't really seen backdash conversion represented as an option by Bored-erlands. And with the pressure structure that Gonemad's been going for, I think that would be a pretty good option to show. Gonemad, you know, you called it out earlier, how he was going for like 3 lows in a block string multiple times. Backdash conversion is the perfect call out for a string like that.
And it also beats grab.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if Bored-erlands does make that adjustment, but right now Gonemad looking like he's trying to take back control and playing just as patient as Bored-erlands. I wonder if Bored-erlands has figured out what to look for. Maybe not. Oh, rare mistake for Gonemad there.
Oh, wow, that throw tech nearly got punished with a nuke to the face.
I do like that Gonemad's willing to spin his Grey Life at any point in time just to stay safe, and that's so important. He's trying to bait him. Oh, what? JA, falling JA.
We take those. It works.
And look at the damage off of that.
Not quite enough for the 2-touch, but that hit confirmed from Gonemad certainly is.
If people aren't noticing, Gonemad has been delaying his attacks even more. He's been doing like delayed 5B, delayed 5As, and it's kind of actually throwing Bored-erlands off tremendously.
Threw me off tremendously. The teleport came earlier from Gonemad, so he stayed in front instead of crossing Bored-erlands up.
Oh, the throw game is about to start getting real serious. Bored-erlands is not respecting it, and I think that's going to open up those 2 ways for Gonemad now. So I think we'll see a throw here. No, the double 2A. Oh, just like Bored-erlands, I would have gotten hit and costed me the game.
Game taken by Gonemad. 2 in a row after that first one was very commanding for Bored-erlands. We're back to character select. And here's where the game changes a little bit. We were talking about the Brawler earlier.
I think it's pretty scary to switch over to Brawler right now, but I think it is. Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's the answer because now on the up hand, Gonemad has to adjust this matchup, and I think he knows it.
Mm-hmm.
You think I might be biased? Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here. I was biased on Launcher last match. What do you mean? Oh wait, yeah, I am biased. My money's on the line. No, I think
is biased commentary not hype?
Yeah, I like seeing one person win, don't you? Somebody has to.
Oh, Gonemad. Oh, putting Bored-erlands in the corner. That's something that Bored-erlands now has available to him that he didn't before. These throw bait options are deadly on Brawler.
Yeah, he's not going to have a DP situation here. He's going to have to challenge. Gonemad not going to be able to just do the same pressure he did before.
He out barrels out 2. The ghost only gets rid of 1. It's still in Bored-erlands' favor.
And that 5AA, that shoulder, well, just going into shoulder is 0, so it's really a scary situation if Gonemad wants to press. What's the setup again for JA?
And Gonemad flinching a little bit. I think tried to jump out there. Gets hit by the slide from Bored-erlands.
Yeah, I think the biggest fear is the armor in this matchup. In the barrels. The barrels are really hard for, I feel, Ghostblade to deal with.
That could have been a perfect moment for the armor. I don't think Gonemad could have avoided a 4S there.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It looks like those two Bs into some life structural removement allows him to do so much. What? It autocorrects.
Yeah, he got the hit on the other side, but couldn't finish it off. The JD falling is what's gonna do it.
Spectre. I think this is Spectre switch. I think it's a better matchup. He has ways to. Oh, I think he could have went to the Spectre. Has an option to parry for DP. I think he can get out of a lot of situations. Like, these are things that, but I know he doesn't want to do the complex stuff to only like get minimal damage, right? So
Bored-erlands already DPing on that run up. One of the struggles of Ghostblade in this matchup that you feel like you were talking about. His jab 7 frames, Brawler is a little bit quicker, and when you can constantly set up 0 on block scenarios, that's tough to navigate.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's looking okay for Gonemad, but any moment could be bad. Okay, you see he's being more patient, but is it going to be enough? It does. It nets him a little bit more damage. Going to be another set play situation. Oki.
4M connecting. Guard cancel is blocked. That's a 2A punish, though. Not very high in damage. And Gonemad doesn't have enough mana nor a full combo with the drop.
And should have read for DP and he's in the corner.
And he's going to have to make a smart decision here if he wants to keep his winner's run alive. Cancel, probably going to see barrels come out. No. Ooh, throw.
Yeah, not enough, though. The Ghost does not connect. The barrels are still there. Can't stuff them out. Bored-erlands is on the offensive. Has another barrel string if he wants to use it. Not going to come out in time. Throw tech, DP baited. Gone
oh my
mad
God.
now on set point.
Oh my God. Yo, the exchange that could have happened.
Oh, yeah, you got to respect that.
So good.
You know, that's the one thing about Brawler is he stays safe. He has the armor. It makes him so good.
Let's use it again there. Although he's lost a lot of white life from that armor, this 2S counter hit is huge damage. With no super on deck, I don't think it's a lethal. Gonemad's going to push it as far as he can. Can you get another 4S in?
He's going to kill?
Not quite. Needs one more. And Bored-erlands, JB off the air tech scenario, does not get the side switch. No barrels in this combo. It's not going to be lethal. He's going to go for the barrel reset. One more touch. Throw confirms, but no combo. Too far.
He has to respect this. It's all 0 and safe. He can't really get out. No DP. Okay, good guard cancel. Set play.
Roll. Goes out. The 2B connects, but he's too far away for the slide. Bored-erlands cannot confirm. He goes for the RPS, jumping over the low. Bored-erlands stays alive, takes us to Game 5 final round.
Is that the challenge you wanted?
Okay, and Gonemad pressing all the buttons, going hard as possible in the beginning, saying, I need to take advantage of this before Bored-erlands gets started because he needs... What? I think he gets the tech throw. Why does that hit from behind?
And then he's got sheets of steel.
Gonemad trying to challenge, gets the actual challenge, and Bored-erlands has to be thinking, okay, wait, I need to slow this down because it's going way too fast.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill, so he's going to have a chance to regain that pacing. Gonemad's damage, pretty pitiful with the mana from this character. Needs one more throw, though. That's all he's going to take. The whiff punish on an attempted 5B will do it. Gonemad able to keep it together long enough and go to
First,
winners
thank you for my
finals.
point.
Any of you guys in chat want to hit up that exclamation mark Matcherino, our codes are all claimed, but you can still contribute. Show these players some love because they are showing up and putting on a performance.
Hey man, the game is still good. It's not like it's a bad game. There's a lot of fun stuff to learn from it. You just, oh my God. Yo! What would, please clip that. That was some maneuvering if you haven't seen. Yo, this, just so you guys know, if you wanted me to be biased, this would be the moment. This is one of my favorite players in the tournament. He was like up and coming, and oh my God, Anjiro.
It's fine to come up here. That back roll on 6M is pretty difficult to do, already representing it.
What are you DPing for? Don't DP against this character. This is the one character I think DPing is like the worst thing to do because she has so many cancelable buttons and she's easily like a Street Fighter character that beats me. Except for when she does that.
Now you're in the blender.
Yeah,
Set down a grenade at your feet.
I like that GoldenEye is finding his composure, but does it matter? Because guess what? I talked about 6M. That was 6M for you right there in your face. Has to be very, very careful.
As of, I think, the Nen Master patch, frame 1 projectile invul on that.
Brother. GoldenEye is just DPing his life away. I don't know.
Yeah, Anjiro resets. Doesn't go for the Tatsu loops, so we're chilling for now.
I think he died.
It's the hit. Oh my god. Wait, he's so dead. Wait.
Was that grenade and Gunhawk, or was that just Gunhawk? That was just Gunhawk, right?
I think so. I wasn't expecting it to do that quite that much.
God damn. Gunhawk does a lot of damage, man.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good move.
You know, GoldenEye fighting back, though, not giving up any spacing here, utilizing that 2A, trying to use 5S to keep him at bay, but I don't know how long that's going to hold Anjiro. It feels like GoldenEye is just fighting for his life to actually keep the pressure.
And you know, when GoldenEye, or when Anjiro is going a little wide with those guard cancels, that fight is being rewarded. He's getting a little bit of extra credit on it.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. He's getting a little dive kick happy. Finally gets the 6M though. And I feel like he was looking for it earlier, but nice reset. And that's going to cost GoldenEye a significant amount of life where he's going to have to get set played again.
Yep, yeah, one more touch. The roll out of the corner, not chased down by Anjiro. Canceled, the debuff is on. Anjiro going to be taking more damage, regenning less mana too.
Remember, he is in gold cube, so he can cancel special to special as long as this mana P point specials. And that's going to be game. Yeah, I think that DP was kind of weird for him to do DP into 6M, but it worked. A little weird.
That's definitely like a closer range option that you would expect, right?
Yeah.
At the range that they were at, just 6M works fine enough. Ranger's bullets got some travel time on them. But once you get much closer than that, DP 6M is a incredibly hard option to deal with for Ranger.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, honestly, maybe use it as the invul frames from DP, which is smart. Oh, the bait!
Yeah, you get the full invul from DP into the projectile invul from 6M. And when Rangers, like half his buttons are projectiles, it's tough, man.
Yeah, and right now it's showing GoldenEye struggling to keep up pace, struggling to like, take his turn back. Finally does get it, but it's not going to be enough because he's spending so much to stay in.
And not even going to keep Anjiro there. Rolls out of the corner. The debuff is on, so Anjiro doesn't have that much mana to work with.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like Anjiro should just let the 6M rip and just make GoldenEye respect it.
That's so good by GoldenEye. That was such a good option. Aware that Anjiro was able to convert into gold cube, and was like, I know you're going to try to do something into convert. Let me just meet you with the mid.
Yeah, even if Anjiro was looking for 2A, that was just not smart. Very smart. He's gonna keep it the pressure. Probably gonna try to guard break here. I like that he tried to reset the pressure, but maybe a little too greedy.
Damage punch converted, so he was absurdly plus.
I think GoldenEye is playing this pretty well, as best he can, without like letting him just rush in.
GoldenEye is very antsy on the rolls though, which traditionally is something that Striker doesn't have too difficult of a time dealing with. Guard cancels as well. Anjiro on the ball, able to reaction DP and kill.
You know,
I don't know if how well GoldenEye is going to be able to keep the composure without just like getting steamrolled sometimes, because Anjiro has just kind of been on point with the dodges. He waits for a certain moment. It's almost like he knows the system that GoldenEye wants to run, and it's showing. He's just getting devastating combos. And I think GoldenEye needs to maybe be a little weird. Just be a little weird.
You gotta get a little freaky with it sometimes.
Yeah, like that. There you go. Just do something. Because most Rangers there would have been just like, you know, JB. I think you did the right answer. Just J him again, whatever. Oh my god.
Chasing him down. Got the counter in 6M. Oh, it's looking tough. It's so bad. Drops the combo though, or went for a reset. Not sure which.
Bro tried to put Fear of God into him by just doing cancels.
Cancel off. Projectile invul. You gonna press yet? Nope.
Bro, he is baiting you so hard. Stop. Don't throw.
Dude.
Don't DP.
Dude.
And wow.
I cannot believe Anjiro shimmied him twice, didn't punish, and then died to a 6.
He was looking for DP so hard that GoldenEye threw twice. And he was like, nah, that's not DP. Crazy.
Oh,
I'm
alright.
GoldenEye wasn't like, holy crap, I threw twice.
Like GoldenEye, you got a lucky break there. You know what you did.
I bet he's laughing about it too. He's like, man, I should have died. Oh, unfortunate 5S tried to get the JM out of the air. It's gonna cost him a lot actually here. But it's not looking too bad for GoldenEye if he can make some of those good reads he did earlier. Oh, Anjiro looking for that 6M. Not gonna get it.
The patience on Anjiro sitting there, walking back and forth, and dive kick right when GoldenEye flinched.
This guy's like the elusive dragon, man. He literally he's like, if I'm not being patient, I'm dodging everything. How do you dodge everything?
You can't pin this guy down.
Well, he's like, whatever. you shot a gun, you threw a grenade, whatever. I like that roll. I think he was looking for slide. Not gonna guard cancel. Rolls out. DPs. Yo. Ain't no way.
Got the counter hit. Didn't believe.
I don't know, man. That was kind of risky on GoldenEye's part.
Yeah. But it worked out. He's able to get the corner situation for himself. I am scared, though. Anjiro got out the corner. You're going to have to make this kill, GoldenEye. You better not drop.
What does he do here, though? He's going to have to... No, it's not going to
triple
kill.
tap?
Okay.
Yeah. The last
There's
hit
a
of
little
triple
fearful.
tap does so much damage.
It does. It's just sometimes I do know they said at some points it does tech out. So it's just like...
Yeah.
Him getting that combo was really nice. What?
I don't... Throughout the game's lifespan, like since vanilla, Ranger players are like, guys, we want one buff. Just make it so like people don't fall out of 5M.
Yeah.
And the devs were like, oh, you want your jab to be dash cancelable?
I got you. Hey, did you forget Gunhawk does damage? It's okay. Don't worry about it.
They're like, no, what? We didn't want this. We just wanted 5M to get fixed.
Oh, you guys wanted a guard break? Like, for free? Yeah, no problem. I got you. What? Oh, man. And Anjiro made that kind of like seamless, to be honest. He just kind of smoothed through that whole game.
Yeah, we were on a whole separate tangent. Meanwhile, Anjiro was steamrolling ahead.
He's like, go ahead, guys. I got this.
No worries.
saying Rangers
no
how good? Rangers how good? Remember, Striker's still in the game. It's just like... And now, like, GoldenEye, this is what we're talking about, is like the pressure that Ranger can put on. It's very clinical, and it's hard for any character to get out of the corner. But Anjiro has made it look very easy until now. And I wonder if this is just like the exhaustion before regathering themselves.
Yeah. This is a great time, if any, to gather yourself, though. Gold Cube is available. We already saw it used there again. Involves through the guard cancel with the DP. Immediate cancel into air Tatsu to get the punish. This is the power of Gold Cube Striker, chat. Y'all ain't seen it yet. Y'all didn't know what you were in for.
Don't jump 2B slide. You're crazy. Yo, if I was GoldenEye, I'm mentally done. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I don't know what just happened. That DP into JM on my guard cancel would be, I'd be like, there's nothing better. I made every good read. He's just better.
It's so tough, man. You're just like, okay, I gotta guard cancel her off. That's like the single reliable way to get Striker away from you. Never mind.
Like at that point, you're like, should I have just DP?
like,
what was the other answer?
GoldenEye, though, doing a good job of recovering himself. He's gotten Anjiro into the corner. The backdash conversion scouted with the throw. Great stuff. The delay throw as well, so it didn't get shimmied.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm in tears, and I don't know if it's like good tears or... Oh my god. Please, Anjiro, chill. Chill. All right. GoldenEye, compose yourself, because that's a lot.
Yeah, he lives to see another day. I know he had the fear of God in him when Anjiro didn't die to that triple tap.
And look at Anjiro's guard bar. Is it gonna...
Yep, conversion to punish the roll.
I wonder if GoldenEye got a little too greedy for that guard bar and just kind of let him... Forgot about the guard cancel. And it's kind of paying off for Anjiro right now. Wow! Max distance dive kick.
Dive!
Not gonna die, but one mix-up. One bait. It blocks. Can't use IS anymore. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Bro, that's your answer? You have great life. That was not the best answer.
Listen.
He was like, I don't think your Crusader is that good, bro. He was like, yeah, I got him into a match. That's all I needed.
Baited him into a side quest.
Crazy. Hopefully he accomplished something. But Delirium not wasting no time. Damn.
That's not tackled. That is the linchpin of Crusader's game plan in this matchup. If you don't make good use of tackle, you're having a really hard time.
Okay, I already saw something that Delirium's gonna have trouble with. If he doesn't realize that JM is not rollable, unless it's at the highest point and he messed up the car cancel, he's gonna be getting bopped a lot by TNS.
Yeah, Kara Spear that's a hell of a tool.
Now he could have rolled that, but you know. Oh no. Grace is here.
Cancel is 2. The wall set up. Delirium taking advantage of that hesitation from Rezby, taking his turn back, getting the kill. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I think Rezby needs to be a little bit more patient there. He would have found way more if he just would have waited for his mana or just didn't use it off the wall. But he kept the fight close, which he wants.
Oh, got the throw. That's a very good heads-up play from Rezby. That's a hard string to deal with. Since Ranger's 5A hits Crusader crouching at that close distance, he gets this dash cancel pressure that's almost impossible to get out of.
Whoa, Rezby getting slowed down by the conversion. Definitely has to be careful because that's going to lead to a lot of issues. I almost feel like he should just not go to the air if he can avoid it because this is his bread and butter right here. He's doing 5M. Probably going to be reset here.
Tried to go for the Apocalypse, didn't have mana, spent it on the hammer, and got dropped down in the corner. Fortunately for Rezby, Delirium didn't finish the combo.
Oh no, he's keeping him out so that he actually has Grace deficiency. Oh no, he doesn't get Grace deficiency because he went into Awakening.
That's Gold Cube, baby.
Yep, that's actually really good. Because before, oh man, people hated going into Grace and then dying. for being held into a block string.
One thing I want to shout out. Delirium is a player who, several months ago at this point, was a regular entrant of the Training Mode Network beginner and intermediate DNF dual brackets. graduated from from those brackets after winning a couple of them. And I love to see players who have gone through that like beginner intermediate phase showing up and competing at the top level after some maturity in their gameplay.
Do you ever feel like some people should go back to that and then kind of get their bearings back if they're having a tough time? Because it seems like some of these beginner to intermediate players like Delirium and even Anjiro at one point are they're leveling up so fast that they can learn something.
Yeah, Delirium has learned a ton. Learning how it feels to get hit by a Grace 5S from Crusader. Not very good. Tries to roll. Apocalypse is there. Apocalypse is now.
Yeah, he would have gotten guard broken regardless. That's like a checkmate situation, it felt like.
That's a scenario where you're mashing IS and hoping that it saves you.
But right now, he's taking good control over the match. Fortunately, a little too far for that slide. And it's Rezby.
Oh, it was. Not anymore. Rezby getting a little fancy with the confirm. He's trying to go for the double 2S tackle routes.
Safe. Oh! Smart Rezby.
He doesn't know the punish. Crusader can punish that.
Have him?
Yeah. Use tackle.
Everything leads to tackle. Okay. Apocalypse. I actually like the reset. Jockeying for position.
Okay. Delirium has super, yeah. That rooting not going to give him enough damage to kill. He has to go into the Oki.
Yeah, I like the patience. Gonna cancel here.
Ooh. Slide? Crazy.
That's wild. Bro, my guy has Grace on. What are you doing? Oh, great 2A.
Forwards. Yeah, that 5B is so difficult to deal with. If you're a little bit slow on that roll, you can get punished just like that.
I like that his 2As, he can kind of chain it, because at first I know we originally was like, man, this character doesn't have any real chainable moves. And then they just made his 2A so good that now he feels like a complete character.
Yeah, so you can, as of the Ninmaster patch, 2A Gatlings into S buttons, which is cool. But they took away the 2A link, which has messed up my muscle memory from like years of this character.
But it's such a cool. I think they need to bring links back to a lot of games, and this would have been nice to have it in this too for a lot of moves. But nonetheless, I think it was just difficult for some people. And they want to make it a little easier.
It's worse than the cancel. Yeah. They could have just left it in. But regardless, that's neither here nor there. What is here is the grenade Oki from Delirium. We've seen this once, we've seen it again.
I like the exchanges between both players. I think that Delirium's kind of learning and leveling up as he plays, but I think Rezby has the knowledge. It's just whether he's willing to pull the trigger and do it or not.
I'd like to see Delirium go for some different angles on these pressure sequences, because a lot of it has just been safe jump into 5M into grenade detonation, and then you're left in an awkward scenario where you can't really continue pressure that well because you're too far away.
I also don't like this slide thing that he goes for. At least he has to space himself well enough to do it. But now he's going to be caught in a situation where Grace is the availability. Obviously, he's going to... Oh, this could be opportunity for him.
Yeah, he might be able to make Rezby go into exhaustion, get a reset at the end of this combo. He does. The Gunhawk connect, and Delirium has super on deck, but unfortunately the grenade messes up his combo.
I actually like him going all the way to through 5Ms. Oh, he has to stop rolling. So this is the knowledge check, right? Where you're rolling a lot of things that Crusader does and you're getting hit, that means you don't know, right? It's because you're pressured in a weird way. But Crusader doesn't have pressure to kill you like that right off the bat. Not like he did the previous patch where it was broken. But he still has some things that make you feel uncomfortable. Like there's a wall behind you that wasn't there.
Jump schedule, what? That trade.
Oh, wow. Rezby making this look a little bit more convincing that he's in control.
Jump out. Oh, God. Oh, Delirium. Oh, no.
I think he might have thought he wasn't in range.
Yeah, he tried to roll out of range of it.
Oh wait, this is an opportunity for him.
Yeah. This debuff is especially threatening against Crusader, who has naturally low base mana regen. You get no mana if you have Ranger's debuff on you.
Oh, do you DP? Do you just DP?
No, dead.
Yeah, guard break.
No, nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, he was like 10 mana away from actually guard break, getting out of guard break. But I actually would have liked to see him just DP somewhere. I mean, I know it's a risk, but oh my god.
There's a decent chance that Delirium doesn't recognize that DP is cancelable in Grace. Rezby could potentially steal something off of that if he doesn't offer this Apocalypse.
Well, right now it doesn't look like he has to worry about it too much because he is controlling the pace, and Rezby taking that to match point.
Crusader is doing his work. Sunday is upon us. Crusader is buffed. Y'all know how it works.
And Bible in one hand, hammer in the other. I don't know which one I'm more scared of. I think if I knock the Bible out of his hand, he's weaker. He's gotta be.
His fist is like the size of Ranger's thigh. Like, if you knock the book out of his hand, he's just gonna duff you.
No, that becomes a monk then. I'm okay with that. You gotta throw hands with me, brother. You're not doing all this holy stuff. And man, is Rezby finding so much mileage off of 6S. Oh, that's so bad!
Yeah, got the confirm, but that doesn't really go into anything. Air hit 5AA doesn't link, but the JB connects beautifully. Rezby 3-1 will end Delirium's run through losers. Send him packing home for tonight. I think Monk is fine. He's able to contest Striker in the close range a lot better than a lot of other characters can. Since he has an equally fast jab, he has chopping hammer, some things like that.
But does he know? That's the thing. He needs to know that he can do these things.
Him down? Oh my goodness, right off the rim. No plus frames for you.
Anjiro already knowing what to do, and this is what I was afraid of, is like, is it going to be Stake learning how to respond to Anjiro? Whoa, big time response. I spoke too soon.
Stake preempting a roll out of the corner with that backdash chopping hammer. Stuffing Anjiro, getting 50% off.
Great blocks on Anjiro's part though. Block the overhead and the low. There's gonna be some solid damage.
Yeah, and notably in this matchup, Anjiro switching to clear cube instead of his traditional gold. I think that makes sense against Monk, who is one of the tankiest characters in the game. You want to try and burn through this health. Gold doesn't give you a damage buff. Clear gives you a lot more damage on your normals and specials.
But does it matter if you're getting fully comboed across the screen for almost 35% of your life? Not really. I think this.
Well,
she gets a speed buff too, right? Sure. Just a damage.
Okay. Yeah, it's guard damage and like minimum damage on her normals and specials,
which is helpful. I mean, she does lack, actually. She's weirdly low on damage in a weird way. You have to get the right routing. Whereas Monk, you don't need to get any right routing. You can just get any route and it just leads to big damage.
And this 5B is a perfect example of that. This is one of his, less advantageous starters, and it's still a lot of damage.
Not gonna be enough, but it'll lead to a good setup to possibly get the kill here, and that should close it out. Gonna have to spend some meter for it. Gonna pick up a 5M. Pop the mode. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it felt like Stake controlled that whole round, but Anjiro just made one good decision in one mix, and it led to some pretty serious situations.
Anjiro's explosiveness is certainly one of his defining traits, excuse me. He's able to take one locked-in DP and run the whole rest of the round with it, like we're seeing here.
Yeah, I think also Anjiro set a pretty good piece here. where Steak's gonna have to break that momentum. And it's gonna be hard. I wonder if he should be willing to wake up DP.
It's the gold cube, but that DP is armored. It loses to lows, and I think Anjiro is scouting that out there. The empty jump low, landing a perfect.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, well, this is why I said, like, I feel like him going to Hitman wouldn't be a bad decision, because Hitman does have some of the answers to fighting Striker. It's not like he's changed too much, but could be an answer if he needs to. Tries to roll out, no response. You know, I like that Anjiro is kind of playing this offensive and then cut the switch off. Let me be defensive to see what you're doing. And a lot of players have a lot of trouble trying to read that. So, ooh, my God, chill, chill. Can't do that. Good chopping hammer.
Kind of weird hit there.
Yeah, this is like it's almost like a wait and bait type situation that they're playing right now, and I think Steak's kind of feeding into it a little bit, and it's losing him a lot of opportunities.
Anjiro is feeding off of it. He is getting a reward everywhere. Calling out the rolls, calling out the lows from Steak. That was likely a chopping hammer attempt that got stuffed out in its infancy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. I do feel Monk loses the corner against Striker pretty often, just due to the fact that he can't really use chopping hammer for free. He has to be very vigilant about how he does it.
Yeah.
His buttons are kind of snug.
He has a 5-frame jab, so like he can press out sometimes. But like his DP is armored in the same way Crusader's is, so you can just hit it with a low.
Oh,
you can lows there, obliterate the Suede into chopping hammer.
Whoa, big damage on. I like that he does that just so he gets the timing, and this is probably gonna be death here. Shouldn't be able to optimize. Oh,
Anjiro got it.
It's a yeah. Holy crap! I wonder if Steak could have just optimized there. Just did chopping hammer.
Yeah. Chopping hammer gives you a lot of combo stability that the machine gun punches don't. Even though 4M does more damage, chopping hammer is sometimes more reliable.
Yeah. Because he could have did chopping hammer into 6M. Or 5M, I think it was. 5M. That would have given him probably the kill he needed. But unfortunately, it's putting Anjiro in a more seated, comfortable position. I wonder if there's anything that Steak could play differently. Ooh.
Okay. Back to his roots.
Yeah, this could work. But like I said earlier, I believe I did. Even if I didn't, I'll say it now. This matchup's really kind of hard for Lost Warrior if you're not playing a certain way. I feel like Table stated it multiple times that she feels this is really, really kind of hard. So,
historically, throughout the game's lifespan, this matchup has been like some flavor of bad for Lost Warrior. It's gone from like almost unplayable to just like bad at this point. Yeah. But you know,
I wouldn't put a number on it, but let's just say it's not happy. It's not a happy number. Oh man.
Okay.
I like the Stakes willing to block here. And unfortunately, it seems like Anjiro's mixes are just getting to him.
I was wondering when Anjiro was going to spend that conversion, and I liked the decision to save it for that reset into mix opportunity.
Oh my god. Just a master of guard cancel baiting.
You can't do it. You can't guard cancel this guy. He's not going to let you.
The only time you can is if he's in the air. Maybe. Maybe. He might just have DP locked and loaded in the air, and it's not even an air move.
Yeah, unless he has no mana left, you're not guard canceling him. He's just too on it. Stake too far for that confirm. It's a huge opening for Anjiro.
This is a good 35? 35? Maybe 40?
It's a bit of damage. He's not in clear cube yet, so he doesn't have that minimum damage buff. Striker, when she doesn't have that, gets some pretty bad scaling on her combos as they go down, which is why that buff is so important.
But getting closer to it, actually killing life here with the IS. Oh my dive kick.
Shout out dive kick. One of the best dive kicks in all of fighting games. Striker is so deadly with it. Anjiro, so on the march.
She's just basically Cammy 2.0. You play Street Fighter 4, or if you haven't, that's who she is. She is basically Cammy on crack. Matchups he should be fairly okay with, but then there's Lost Warrior. It's just like, could overcome that easily.
It's gonna be tough. I see Bored-erlands starting out with the launcher. I agree with that start, nothing wrong with it, but if Bored-erlands loses game 1, I think we're seeing a Brawler immediately.
It's the safer pick. You can abuse a lot more stuff. Wow.
Oh, God. Alright, I guess you can abuse stuff perfectly well with launcher there. The 2S anti are already coming out.
I mean, honestly, oh, good roll. Holy crap. And he let him do that? Bored-erlands. Maybe let him just slip away a little too much. Kind of afraid of maybe a wall. Yeah, this is going to be all for Rezby to make a decision here. JM going to probably wall. Oh, saves the meter. Goes straight into Grace. He's going to have to do something. He can't get guard broken.
ISing for dear life. At this point, he has no white life left to give, but he does have a throw. For anyone in chat, uninitiated, IS is able to be thrown. If you press it, you can be thrown out of block stun. That's what happened right there.
Yeah, I felt like Rezby was being a little too defensive, waiting for Bored-erlands to kind of make a major mistake, whereas, like, he just needed one option for JB to try to keep up the pressure. The bait! And he's in there. Gonna get Grace. It's gonna be kind of scary for Bored-erlands launcher because she may. Oh,
and
Grace
another Grace setup afterwards. Bored-erlands getting crushed.
I wonder what he pressed. Because Grace would have absorbed guard cancel.
Well, it would have. Grace no longer having any of that armor attached to it means that guard cancel is a valid option now.
Is that because he's in gold cube?
No, it doesn't have armor anymore.
They took it away? I didn't know they took it away. I actually thought it was part of just one of the cubes.
No, they took it away when they released the cube system. They probably couldn't figure out how to make it work with gold cube.
Because he was broken.
Yeah, well,
like, what if he gets armor, goes into gold cube, gets armor again? Isn't that 2 points of armor now? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't have armor anymore. The guard cancel is a real option against Crusader now.
Yeah, Bored-erlands taking the first game, looking pretty solid. I think he made some good decisions in some pretty sketchy situations.
Question from chat, is Swiftmaster still valid? Yes, he's still a pretty solid character. My boy Mezzo over here has got a fine Swiftmaster of his own.
Thank you. Yeah, he can handle it. He can hang it. He got some good stuff back. And right now, Bored-erlands looking very in control of the match. I think that Rezby is going to have to make some risky decisions here and there. That's his first one. That's the first one.
Oh, wow. Attempted the Kara Spear, missed it, unfortunately. And that's the penalty. You miss that Kara cancel, you're getting punished.
Oh, yeah. And that's one of those situations you couldn't even roll it. You can kind of block it and get a punishment. It just depends what. Yeah. No answer there. I think Rezby just had to hold that pressure.
Yeah. Spaced slide into grenade explosion is very plus.
2-8, kind of slow, man. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't seem like it on paper, but it feels very, very slow. And for Bored-erlands to be able to, I won't even say react, maybe anticipate it. It's kind of just noticeable, especially with Bells, like just being able to move the way he moves. And right now, Rezby's gonna have to hide behind some of those things that he knows. Can't play very standard here.
I asked the nuke, so the guard damage didn't come through. The white life expenditure did. He doesn't have very much white life to work with. He gets touched by anything and he's dead. Doesn't work. Yeah, you can't do it against the launcher.
I wonder if he could have JM'd after the apocalypse. Maybe that would have been a safer thing.
That's what he tried to do. I
thought he tried the JB.
Either way, at that point, yeah, the laser covers the landing zone of both of those. You're kind of screwed.
Yeah, they should give Crusader a double jump.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I think he can do it. That sounds crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, dude, that's like
JB jump.
That's like the Sam show, right? In Sam Show 7, whatever the newest one is, like Earthquake being one of the most mobile characters in the game.
Why? Doesn't even make sense.
Or like a Bob in Tekken.
Oh man, and this looks so bad. Rezby just doesn't have an answer, getting thrown even out of goal. I don't think he's gonna. Oh, what the hell?
That's an answer. That's an answer right there, Missa. Air tech into the hammer. Apocalypse comes through. Second Apocalypse on deck, but yeah, getting punished every time. The oversteps from Rezby are not overlooked by Bored-erlands.
I felt like Rezby could have went for the grab there. It would have probably, even if it teched, you would have noted. But I think he was scared of DP.
I think we saw Bored-erlands ISing in the middle of Apocalypse. I think you can just toss him into Apocalypse if he's doing that.
Double forward roll up. Gets the counter hit. If he didn't get counter hit himself, he would have actually been able to do another 5A or 5A or 2A or 5A.
Sometimes you can't even do that on trade.
It's crazy.
Oh, watch your legs. Where are you walking to?
Hey, yo, buddy. It's time.
Combo.
I think he just supers, right?
No, he's going for a setup. Yeah, he didn't think he could kill, but he had gold cube super. That was enough damage.
Oh, he's gonna guard break. That was the jankiest guard break ever. Because it was built behind fear. It really wasn't real. He could have rolled backwards.
Yeah, Bored-erlands had the deer in the headlights moment right there. He was like,
I'm gonna get guard break.
What do I do?
Oh man, that was too good. I mean, it's netted Rezby a round to breathe, but not very much time because Bored-erlands is on the hunt again, and this is not looking too good.
No, it sure isn't. Rezby down about 60% of his health. The back throw is advantageous, but the nuke can give Bored-erlands some space to breathe. Buy his own real estate in the mid-screen.
I think he guard cancels here. He's gonna have to. I think that was the perfect option. Okay, there he is. Oh, he has no meter.
Bored-erlands is just going to keep pressing that guard gauge. Rezby has to keep ISing. He's going to lose more of that white life. It's all gone now. It's do or die for Rezby. Find a hit or forever hold your peace.
No, not enough. He's going to throw. Yeah. That was a good answer. Honestly, I think Rezby was so locked in on looking for that one moment to hit something. He's like, they're putting their heads into the dirt and they're playing, man. That's all it is. Just getting dirty, getting grimy. I like that.
We do. Now, we're at winners finals. We have gone mad on the Ghostblade, table on the Lost Warrior. Winner of this guarantees themselves top 2 in tonight's bracket and a nice comfy seat in winner's side of grand finals.
I don't know, man. This seems like, remember how I said he had a Spectre?
Yep.
We do believe Spectre wins this matchup. So I don't know necessarily. I mean, it's a little probably harder, but I think his Ghostblade's kind of been where he wants it to be. I just don't know if this is going to do it. And I want to have faith in Gonemad on this fight. His Spectre kind of cooked, man. And that's why it's kind of hard to see where Ghostblade is going to go here.
Steak in chat. Steak, are you around? Once upon a time, when Steak was, a Lost Warrior main in earnest, he had some words about the Lost Warrior Ghostblade matchup. He was not particularly fond of it, mainly due to like the projectile and ball capabilities that Ghostblade has, and the strike throw. Since Lost Warrior doesn't have a proper DP, when he sets that ghost on you, you gotta mash or hold it.
The new Lost Warrior is built different. Built like a truck, a semi-truck. And look at this damage. My God, you played one round.
Holding steady. Oh, didn't quite get the punish.
Table trying to stay in.
Wow.
I wonder if she thought that maybe Gonemad wouldn't press.
I mean, that's a situation where most people respect, right? Like you're teleporting. Nobody's gonna really challenge it unless it's like Striker. She can reactively DP, stuff like that. But Ghostblade doesn't have that, so for him to challenge after, still very scary.
A challenge though, not quite as scary. Very good patience from Gonemad, stuffing out that roll.
Table kind of just keeping it in the corner, which is really smart. Trying to save some of that meter for pressure. Don't know how far it's going to take her, but guard bar is looking pretty finicky for Gonemad here. Yeah, it always feels like with these characters that don't have DPs, your guard bar, you're just praying that somebody makes a mistake so you can get out. And right there, Gonemad finally got the confirm he was looking for and going to close out the round. Should be with Super at the end here.
You know Gonemad is twitched on when he's getting those counter hit confirms off of 5B. 5B 2S does not work on normal hit. That's a counter hit confirm, and that is a massive reward for being heads up like that.
Like, I remember everybody was like, if you just get 2S counter hit, it's the greatest thing. But now 5B counter hit to 2S is... Oh, it's like eating cake, but somebody put ice cream on top. It's so nice.
Exactly. It really brings it all together, you know?
Oh my God, 5B goes counter hit.
That was, I don't know where Table was reaching there. That 2S was going to the heavens and nobody was there.
Oh, that was so smart from Table with that. Oh. Table. Playing a different game sometimes, it feels like she just levels up in the middle of the set. That's always the hardest part to deal with a player. Looking for grab probably at some point. You know what? Gonemad doing the same thing he did in his previous matches where he checks with 2A multiple times, and then we're going to start seeing grabs come out at some point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you see how often Table is ISing things from Gonemad. You can start to recognize those timings and throw them instead. Like Gonemad, dude, those 2A checks that you talked about, they're on point. They're constantly doing work for him.
Yeah, I don't think there's really like he's trying obviously not to throw 5A because of counter, but man, 2A just so much mileage on that. Like, I'm surprised his sword isn't broken by now.
It's well maintained.
It's all spiritual. It's fine. It's not real. It's not real. It's just like all the fake 2As he's been doing. And people have been getting hit. They're like, oh.
Listen, man, the sword's not real, but it sure as hell gonna hurt you.
Oh, yeah. And oh, man, the mix. Hold the guard button. I don't like it, but hold the guard button if you can't block mix. That's all I'm gonna say. And it ain't even real in this game, so it's kind of hard. No, some characters have mix, but it's kind of hard to tell people that this game is very... I know people say it's Kusoge, but guess what? It's not as Kusoge when you have a block button, all right? It's only Kusoge when you're getting hit by real mix. That's how I feel. And insane damage.
This game is silly. I think the Kusoge label is a little bit too liberally applied these days.
It's not. It's just meant to be silly, guys. That's all.
Listen, this game feels not any more ridiculous than a lot of the games, a lot of other modern games, and that's where I'm gonna end my thoughts for this discussion.
H&K 2.0 just without the infinits. Okay, got it. But man, Gonemad doing some work here. Actually, kind of reading table for everything she's doing. I wonder if that's just like a matchup, player-to-player thing. Still going for the 2 ways. Has the guard cancel off. Yeah, it just feels like Table using some control.
I don't know how much exposure Table has gotten to playing Gonemad specifically. Because besides Gonemad, the only other Ghostblades that are really around in recent memory are like not Pichu, who I think she switched off of Ghostblade a while ago, and Adil, who doesn't really enter much anymore.
Yeah, and for a while, Gonemad's been kind of like put Ghostblade off, so the experience that he has is way, way, way more in-depth. So you're fighting somebody who has years of experience with the character and hates it because he can't use it always.
That experience showing itself right there. Using backdash conversion effectively is like one of the hallmarks of a top-level player in this game.
Did you see how many times he tried to grab to see if she was gonna IS? He grabbed 2 to 3 times. And he was like, "You're gonna IS? You're gonna IS?" And I think this is a game that's way easily expendable for Gonemad to recompose himself. Be like, I've pressured you already. Have I set something in your mind that you now will let me open you up with? Which is, he's done grab multiple times. Now it's like, will 2-way come back to haunt her?
Absolutely, Beza. Right as you say that, 2A catching Table's run-up approach. We're in the corner. We got the 4M going. Another 2A.
It's in her head now that grab was meant to be something he was going to go for, and 2A is just clearing the sky. Yeah, she's in the blender right now. And that's probably the best thing that could have happened for Table. Is she's getting that 2B to lead into some damage to get a little bit of breathing room.
She's in Awakening, able to put 2 time stocks on Gonemad, make that 3. She gets 1 more hit, that's a dead Ghostblade.
Good roll. Scary situation right now. It's a touch for either one. Yep, that's game.
Yeah, the auto-correct 5AA, stuffing out the roll. Oh yeah, you got hella mana. You don't even need the super if you don't want to spend it, but keep it simple.
No. Yeah. Because people be trying to do the complicated stuff. And then they're like, oh, I can't believe I lost. And we know why you lost. You know why you lost. But yeah, looking better for Table. Table kind of regaining her composure, kind of not falling for the traps that Gonemad set. Man, you gotta watch your feet. 2A is just doing too much work, especially for her, for Gonemad, and Table's kind of gotten opened up every time by it. The only way she's kind of won these rounds lately is through straight hits lately.
Been difficult to deal with. 4S connecting raw? I don't know what Table tried there, but gets punished for it. Thrown out of the IS. That's what Gonemad was scouting out for so long.
Oh, wow.
That's so tricky. You see the startup of 4M, you go, okay, she's going to teleport, and then you cancel it with conversion, go low. Beautiful mix from Table.
Yeah, Table really flip that around. Turn the tables on Gonemad.
Some would say. Now Gonemad making some considerations. Do you stick out the rest of this set with the Ghostblade? Just give yourself some time, or are we going back to characters like we see in that Spectre? No, we are not.
I think there's too much on the line to go to Spectre at this point. He'd have to readjust his whole brain, and I think he's been playing well enough that he just needs to catch Table in a little bit of a few mixes and good reads.
This is the first start of it. Not a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, but it was a good adjustment for the corner. It's whether... Oh. If he was just a little bit closer, he could have definitely confirmed into another 5A.
Oh, teleport goes. Didn't hold the guard button. Got crossed up by 5S. Oh no, Meza, it's looking dire.
Not gonna die from it though. Not gonna die from it. Just one touch though. Good grab. And it's so risky. Has to guard cancel out. Oh, the mix. Oh, you pressed.
And
why did you 2A?
I was probably trying to preempt a run up, but man, in the very last patch this game's gotten, they added that ground bounce to Ghostblade 6M, and that's what got Gonemad that round.
That was a better option than what it used to be. You had to go for like a 2S situation, which was really hard. It was a hard read, so you kind of lost your turn sometimes. Wow, 5A again, catching Table doing something. They're gonna keep it to the corner if possible. No, goes for mix. Another 2A. I wonder if he was looking for the guard cancel. Good blocks. This is like, you like to see good defense like that because then it does reward you. The question is,
The super, and there it is. Gonemad buttoning it up for game 5. Sitting in grand finals winner's side.
I gotta ask, what the hell is Table looking for? Because every time she's gotten hit by 2A, it's been like, what? My personal opinion, why are you standing? As long as Superman still has a... No, I'm not gonna say it. It's a curse. 4, 2, 3.
In the dumpster. Hey, then we left the dumpster in Injustice 1, I think. I haven't played Injustice, so I'm making false accusations mainly, but...
I promise you, it doesn't feel good. I played it, it doesn't feel good. Oh, man, just like how it doesn't feel good to be in the corner when Anjiro's just pressuring you. Bored-erlands, please get out.
What are you asking him to get out like that's his choice, bro? Anjiro's the jail warden here. He's the one locking Bored-erlands up. You got a petition to him.
Back it up. You need to play Brawler. There's no way this is going the way that you want. You already seen what he did to Ranger. This is just easier, I feel. And this is actually a matchup that a lot of people run the Striker for. Because she has the tools to play around it. 6M, 6S, 5M. Great movement, speed, dive kick.
Well, everything you could want to try and dismantle Launcher's kit. She can as well duck under like the 6S.
And it's good by Bored-erlands just kind of keeping this wall up. Just saying, thou shalt not pass until I tell you to. Which eventually Anjiro would just do it. And just break the wall.
The wall might be broken pretty soon. It gets not quite enough height.
It's always a wall.
At all OTGs? Are you kidding me?
Grab's coming. Grab's coming.
DP is coming. Oh my! Spaced it out too much.
Tried to cancel for sure.
Yeah, he tried to cancel too early. Got rid of the invincibility. If he'd done what he did earlier and gone for Air Tatsu, he would have smoked Bored-erlands.
Oh, that's so bad. Bored-erlands took a full dive kick into 4M. Your body's got to be hurting after that. Not going to be able to probably roll out of this situation. DP is definitely not the answer. And Anjiro shows him why.
Yep. Anjiro has a decent amount of mana, but I don't think you have to optimize that real hard to make it kill. We haven't seen any of the very difficult kick loops from Anjiro tonight.
Oh, great conversion there to 6M too. The delayed 6M. I think this was just a call for Brawler. I think he wanted to see if he could pull one out with Launcher. If he lost, then he would have taken advantage to go with Brawler. I think that just was a smart play, but this unfortunately forces him onto it.
Yeah. It's another one of those matchups kind of similar to Monk, where Brawler just can you can go blow for blow with Striker in a lot of scenarios, and Launcher really doesn't have that capability.
Oh man, I feel like the armor in this matchup is gonna help tremendously, but it's still Striker. So, what do you even do? What is your go-to button in this matchup?
Well, clearly nothing that Bored-erlands is trying so far.
JM.
Two counter hits in a row. I mean, traditionally, like JM is very good. 5M, 4M, all stellar buttons. Brawler has great buttons in this matchup, but they're all very specific use.
I think the barrel is never gonna help him just like pressure, but he has to make something of it because that DP is super strong and is gonna always get her out of the close range pressure. So he has to probably set up for like a mid range, like a semi like character length way, JM type scenario. I've seen Davids do it before.
I do want to see some more usage of spin from Bored-erlands on offense. Just to get Anjiro in the mindset of not DPing immediately. Because yes, spin is minus on block, it usually ends your turn. However, Anjiro's pretty DP happy because he thinks you're just going to keep pressing your advantage.
Oh, no challenge. I think he's looking for guard cancel here. You can see from the full string. Great catch on the back roll. I think that was exactly what Bored-erlands might have been looking for a bit once he got his turn. Man.
Oh, IS the 1-inch punch? Anjiro was a hella plus.
And close. It wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, IS saying 1-inch punch is like that clip of Hager landing like sweep into pipe and then plinking back the entire stage. You know the clip I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't think it was even necessary. Like, don't do it. Don't IS it.
It does not help you. You can get 1-inch punch is dash cancelable. If you IS that, she's just gonna throw you.
It's not even just that. Like you're basically essentially telling your opponent, I'm willing to put myself at risk, and you can kill me for free. It's one of those moves you gotta let rock. Either you jump it or you let it rock. Like there. Okay, that was a great armor choice.
That's a good one. Dude, look at that white life. Look how much white life he spent for that, though.
But he's at least an awakening. Wait, at least he's dead.
She's dead.
Don't.
Yeah, I kept it so simple. I love that from Bored-erlands.
I mean, that's the thing. I think, like you said earlier, this character has options, right? That are based off of specific situations with certain buttons. I think if Bored-erlands goes back to remembering those, that's important because, like he did earlier, he IS something he shouldn't have. Instead, he armored it.
Yeah. This matchup is definitely not one of those matchups for Brawler where he has like a one-size-fits-all move. Like some matchups, he can just do like 4M and that works for almost every scenario. This isn't one of them. This one, you have to be very judicial about what tool to use when.
I would like to see him do more 4S. I mean, I think it's kind of belligerent, but at the same time, it kind of puts him in better situations, even if she tries to dive kick. The moment she jumps, he should just 4S.
That was a genius level anti-air, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it was better than 4S.
2A to go under the Tatsu and explode the barrel underneath her.
Yep.
There you go. There's that 4S you wanted, Meza.
Yeah, because he gets conversion off of it. It's one of the best things that he gets, and he gets solid damage into super. Every time. This is the Brawler Bowl, right? The Brawler VS, where you could 4S, get conversion, and then conversion, and get a full combo that still does really good damage. Like, I think this is going to be where Anjiro has to make pretty scary decisions. Does he commit? Does he DP and let it just almost fully rock until he gets out to JM in the air and then dive kick? Maybe dive kick? This is where the problem starts, right? Now that Bored-erlands is using 4S.
The chat saying, why do you hit it with the whatchamacallit? Yo, listen, he's got the doohickey in his back pocket, you know? He's got that thing on him.
Yeah, it might not even be, that blicky. It might be something else, just needles.
Something more sinister.
Needles.
Yeah, so I taped like 5 nails and a couple landmines and a baseball bat together. That cool, you guys?
Yo, that'll hurt, right? But they were all like, give him a blicky, please. He needs a blicky. It's like, no, bro, no.
Oh my god, that went over dive kick.
Yo, also, people don't know. I don't know why people don't remember, but 5S, that net, it's not physical. It's a projectile.
It's a projectile.
So she could 6-him through it if she really wanted to. Wow. He doesn't die from that. That's good. That was actually in Bored-erlands' favor until he got it.
He dies from this, though. That link on the 6S's from Anjiro was really dicey, but really cool that he made it work.
Somebody said he played the game like a Yakuza. That's too good, because it's kind of true. He's like a pirate. Yo, ain't no way somebody said, yo, go get the barrels, dog. Go get the barrels and the chains. Make them work for it. That's crazy.
You think Brawler's just got like a homie off stage that like whenever they see the signal, they start rolling barrels across the stage for him? God, I got you, bro.
Someone told him, they were like, yo, man, these fists ain't gonna do enough, bro. Go get some barrels and chains.
You gotta have the crew backing you up.
Arg. What the hell were they thinking? This character's design is stupid. I'm sorry.
Boys, I declare it Donkey Kong time. Bring out the barrels.
Oh, he ain't gonna hop over these. They explode. What? Yeah, if you kick him, no. Like, this doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry. Like, I know there's a match, guys, but really, think about it. None of that makes sense. He doesn't have anything fired. What is in his boots? Everything he has should kill you. Should kill himself. That's crazy. Oh, man.
It's not even touching on the fact that JM is he kicking a landmine at you. Like, what?
Oh, there's so many problems with this design. The worst thing isn't even the chains. And yeah, kudos to Bored-erlands bringing it back because that was close. Oh, man.
All right. 2-0, or yeah, 2 games up for the Brawler. Really pulling it back.
I can't.
His matches on his shoes that light when he slides.
That's crazy. Yeah, ain't nothing. That's like having Skechers on, bro. No, the wheelies. That's what it is. The light up Skechers and wheelie.
Douse his Heelys in gasoline. All right, watch this.
I'm never afraid of my own. Yeah, where'd the poison come from? Poison mine, bro. Like, okay, it's fine. Oh, good IS, actually. That kept him close so he can actually punish. I actually like that. Teaching Anjiro a lesson here, saying, you thought that this game was over. I bring it back. And the armor has tremendously added a whole nother depth for Anjiro to challenge. Because he can't anymore. Good DP by them.
Out of there. Oh, we're in the corner. We're ISing. No throw.
Bro,
comes after.
He is playing with fire. Literally. I don't know why he wants to IS the 1-inch punch, but I think taking the 1-inch punch is less scary. Like blocking it. Or just jump it.
DP it, bro. You have a DP.
He's not even in gold keep, so it's no fear. But wow. Good pickup there.
I can't believe that they were that in the last patch they're like, what does Brawler need? More untech time on JM. He needs to OTG better.
They were just trying to cook with him. They didn't even care what happens. They're like, you know, this is the last time we're patching the game, right? Let it out, bro.
Brawler is like the ultimate. Like, wouldn't it be funny if, like, kind of character?
Yeah. Oh man, it's so sad to see Anjiro kind of falling to this because it's almost like a. I hate saying it, it's almost like a gimmick. Yeah. It's almost a little like gimmicky. Oh, the DP raw miss. And it feels like Anjiro just kind of got sucked into this this war of attrition of like, will I armor every situation? And if not, now we're going to play the barrel game. And he was dealing with it so well in the beginning. Now it's just not bad.
Characters' kits weren't quite as fleshed out as they became over the years. And now there's a whole lot of stuff going on. Characters got a whole lot of options to navigate their bad matchups, to exert their will on their opponents in whatever way they may wish. General Omega, as we're getting ready to start our top 3, drop into the match arena with a 24-36 so that we can have a nice, crisp 420 for the prize pool tonight.
That's crazy. So right now, Bored-erlands kind of getting slopped up a little bit, but trying to fight back. Table, oh wow. Both players not knowing where to go, what to do. This is such a weird matchup because I know before Bored-erlands is like said, he doesn't like the matchup that much, but he's okay with it. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him switch to Brawler at some point if it gets worse. But he has some answers.
Oh yeah, he's got stuff that he can do. The roll forward DP there on the plus frames, expecting Table to take her turn back. Good start.
Table trying to sneak in that 2B. Nice.
These two players have played countless games against one another. I am not surprised to see that fake out attempt not working immediately.
Yeah. I mean, it'll probably work like maybe 2 more games in. So, gotta give it some time, but at least she's throwing it out there early, seeing if she can probably throw him off. Compared to before, right? Because like that's the thing. You played somebody so much, you gotta do something a little bit different, and she might be doing it a little bit earlier. Even delaying her attacks.
Yeah, when you got that player matchup experience, you gotta start getting weird with it. You gotta, that's where the levels of strange plays start to come in.
Yeah, you just like run up, jump back, 2S, and they're like, what? Like what? But Table taking the first game. I don't know if that was, I would say that was convincing, but she definitely had to work a little bit for it. I think Bored-erlands we're gonna see like a slight adjustment here, which is gonna change how Table has to play. Unless she just goes wild. Oh. Conversions of conversions. I always think jump conversions very scary situation because you don't know what they're gonna use, whether you use JM or whether you use Gatling or anything in that situation. So she kind of respected that. Evil keeping up the pressure, not letting go. Fortunately, gonna get sniped out of the air in Bored-erlands. It's time to attack.
It certainly is, with all the might of Launcher's arsenal. Nuke there coming in clutch. That was, again, some of the result of the number of matches we've seen these two play against each other. You saw Table go for JM in anticipation of a throw into the nuke. Bored-erlands using a JL of his own to stuff it. JA, excuse me. My terminology getting mixed up.
But, Table's been getting these really nice confirms. And it's interesting because before I feel like Lost Warrior would have struggled, but now it has a way easier time confirming. And right here, going to get the time stop to close out the round, tying it up.
This next round, I feel like, is critical in terms of pace for this match. 2-0 in losers finals is a lot more difficult to work with if you're Bored-erlands than tying us up.
I'd also wonder, for Gonemad watching this, like, who would he rather fight? I feel like he'd rather probably fight not Bored-erlands, Table. I feel like he kind of has a beat on Table, and Bored-erlands does have that ability to switch characters at any point to make it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, these are the two players that Gonemad has fought through in top 8 to get to grand finals, right? And yeah. Bored-erlands, when he switched to the Brawler, made things very dicey.
Yeah, I just feel like he figured Table out, and Table was getting hit a lot low, so that's who we want, but like, Man, Bored-erlands is looking like you're ready to tie it up, which is in favor of the momentum shift. And I think that's big because, like, here's the thing. At any point, Bored-erlands could just switch off the momentum and just not play heavily aggressive, which then could make Table feel very uncomfortable because Table's like, I thought I didn't have the momentum, and can lead to mistakes for Table. So it's definitely something, you already see it, playing very off, not trying to be the hyper-aggressive player here. It's leading to Table seeming to make mistakes. And this is kind of like a mental thing at this point.
Throw. Stay in this corner. Yo, the backdash conversion attempt stuffed out. No matter how many times Table tries to take to the skies, it's never the right time.
I mean, Bored-erlands does have every option kind of covered at this point. What can you do? You can't guard cancel from that distance. Why was she still turned the other way? Huh. All the ISing. Wow, for the one DP moment. Yeah, I think Table's playing too fast here. I think Table needs to slow it down. Get off the rhythm and pace of Bored-erlands, because here's, like I said, Bored-erlands could just switch the pace whenever he wants now.
Doing that quite successfully thus far. Table trying to back up a bit and change up her approach timings. There we go. Counter hit 2B. That's a good start.
Like to see how see how she's like staggering more. I don't think she's also believing all the time that she's gonna get what she's staggering for, but I think she needs to just commit to it.
Oh, love that bait from Table. The common response to 6M is roll and punish. Table preying on Bored-erlands reactions there.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty even now. I think Table has definitely figured out a little bit of how she needs to play. Even if she gets pressured too much, she needs to keep her composure. And great showing right there with the teleport.
It's going to be 3 time stacks on the launcher for her troubles. A throw will put the next touch in lethal territory. Table gets that time stop. Bored-erlands is going to be worse for wear.
And Bored-erlands kind of like knowing, like you said, knowing the matchup, knowing when to challenge, when to take his turn, and definitely got an opportunity with that tech grab that led into all this situation that possibly could lead to the death of Table here if Table does not make the right read. With all this meter.
This goes through, and the conversion afterwards allows for plus frames to keep up the IS. Throw and Table takes another.
Why? Well, like, I think some players kind of get into the rhythm of ISing too much. Even though you're keeping them close, you're also putting yourself at risk. And I think, especially at low life, it's really hard to IS stuff and not, let yourself fall apart. I think that's what happened there for Bored-erlands. He just IS'd a little too much.
Fortunately, that will mean that Table has 2 games in her back pocket to Bored-erlands is 1. Starting off with 2 time stocks on this launcher. Doesn't quite get over the nuke, and Bored-erlands is able to pick up.
Oh my, that's good damage for Bored-erlands. Activating the engine. He is a go. He didn't get to confirm off of the 2S, which would have been so big, but it doesn't matter. He's still keeping up the pressure. Grab. And just a great challenge from Bored-erlands, knowing that Table wants to kind of stagger pressure a lot here.
Yeah, it's the thing where, like, Bored-erlands at first was kind of delay pressing, so Table started really taking things slow in her pressure sequences. And now Bored-erlands is reverting to, okay, I'll mash. You're going to be pressing buttons really slowly, so I'll just take my time.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Table's kind of breaking a little under pressure, just a little bit. But, I mean, she still has that extra game in her pocket, which kind of maybe netted her some good time if she can't kind of swing things here. Nice try to set up there with Bored-erlands. Gets the laser, doesn't finish. Still finding the laser. I don't know how Table is gonna react to this, but I think the best thing she could do here is be a lot more patient than what she's been being patient on, and kind of give up her turn a little bit more. The reason why I say that is because she is doing so much on her turn that I think she's kind of killing herself. It's giving a lot of information to Bored-erlands. And see, she switched it up though, which was good. Unfortunately, not netting her enough, and Bored-erlands gonna capitalize on this.
Oh, 2M. Yeah. 2B beautifully placed. Gets the counter hit. That's Lost Warriors. Like, that's the button they're fishing for. One of the highest reward buttons they can press. And Bored-erlands in danger. That 3-time stocks means next hit will be lethal.
I like that so much from Table. Table not really kind of pushing the envelope, just saying, I'll wait for you to reactively do something, and I'll be there. I'm ready. Oh, wow. Doesn't the teleport usually make her a lot closer? You put her a lot closer, really?
Usually. It's got weird tracking.
Yeah, that was a weird situation. But nonetheless, Table getting some good play here. Gonna be some solid damage. Not gonna be able to time stop though.
Nah, and you don't really want to because that's no kill. The delay DP from Bored-erlands saving him there. Table still has threat.
Yeah, I think she actually put Bored-erlands a little on pressure there. He actually guard canceled a little bit earlier than normal. Oh, the challenge. Wow. 2A challenge. Could be death for her, yeah.
Yep, super available. Spend the nuke. Doesn't combo into it, so Table survives.
Table probably going to go for a grab here instead. Bored-erlands grabbing. Bored-erlands actually making the read to tech. Netting something that maybe Table was too close for.
All right, game 5, final round to see who gets to challenge Gonemad in the winners, or the grand finals, excuse me.
That's so crazy. She no longer has to like actually cancel that situation with conversion. She just can just 6M and just run after if she wants to. But he conversions it just to be closer. Good throw, keeping him in the corner. I like
this corner though. ISing to keep her close.
Oh, that could have been a big punish, and it is anyway. Yeah, I think Bored-erlands could definitely kill here if he does it right.
Even with the nuke, not quite enough. Needs one more touch.
Oh, that was it. Bro, shameless you. Shameless launcher player. Not using your guns to finish people off is very disrespectful.
Listen, she got all this budget for weapons. She got to spend it somewhere, man.
Launcher start off, yeah.
That's where Bored-erlands tends to start. The sub-characters are like, if stuff isn't going well type of switch.
I would like to see him switch earlier, if it is. Like, just jump off the first one, play it on the second if this isn't going well. And I mean, Gonemad has kind of had the strong momentum all tournament, so it's kind of like maybe if you're getting opened up, this is the opportunity. Yeah.
Speaking of opened up, Bored-erlands getting crushed with the counter hit already.
This is one of those points where Bored-erlands can't be phased. He needs to mentally hold on. Even if he gets something started here, just put some pressure on Gonemad. Give him maybe some patterns that can throw him off. But you don't give up. There's so much that you can do still.
Whoa, ooh, wow.
Great teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so he's going to throw him a little bit of loop. There's going to be like the pressure game. It's the in-between filler. It's the filler arc. Can he make something happen while training?
Okay. JM confirms it for Gonemad. The Ghost always got his back.
Oh. What is the mix? Is it going to be grab? Oh, no, he chooses two A's. He gets the grab punish anyway. Yeah, he's done this before. Great option to just roll out. I think Gonemad's playing this probably as perfect as he can. You know, that retreat was just smart. He didn't try to pressure and keep the combo going. Ends up getting a mix, and that should close out the game for him.
Backdash conversion, not just useful for corner scenarios, also good for the mix-ups. It was a low overhead, so difficult to deal with.
Yeah, I think the Brawler comes now. I don't, yeah. I personally think the Brawler comes now because that's a risky play. He already has figured out how your launcher plays with this character, and he's shown that he knows everything. Give him something that's going to make him actually be challenged, where he can't press buttons for free. And, you know, even though he wants to go for 2A a lot, I think he needs something that's going to be able to challenge 2A, like JM from Brawler, you know, any of the armored moves for him, stuff like that. He needs to be able to challenge those things and put zero situations, zero frame situations where he's like, let's play a guessing game. Am I gonna 4S or am I gonna JM? Am I gonna go for grab or I'm gonna go for pressure? Like all these options.
Figure it out. Yeah, like you're saying, I like the switch early in winners semi-finals. It was a pretty late switch for Bored-erlands that I think cost him.
Yeah. Plus, he needs a game to warm up, right? Around at least. So he has to remember how the matchup goes. And I think he got that, but you still want to go with what you played with last first.
Mix one more time. No. Oh, he got punished because he whipped that 6S. Oh, awkward rooting there for Bored-erlands. Dropped out the combo really early.
I wonder if it was just the timing of the barrels. Probably gonna just put pressure here. Good cancel, just keeping it up. I think he's trying to make Gonemad press somewhere where he shouldn't. Gonemad just a little too patient. The other note that I didn't say was Bored-erlands has way more damage on this character, and that's really important.
He didn't super.
I think he was afraid it was gonna drop out. Oh my god, he tried to guard break him.
That was... I like the idea there from Bored-erlands. It was very good.
Yeah, I think he has the better comeback mechanic factor as well, and he can cover a lot of his bad situations.
Oh. Punish there? Yeah, the last hit of 4S whiffed, so Gonemad actually got a punish.
Gonemad saying, where do you go? I'm going where you're going, but it doesn't matter because Bored-erlands is throwing armor everywhere with boulders.
40% off of Gonemad's health bar. The barrel's up to churn that guard gauge too. Yo, shoulder, don't care where you're going.
So I don't think Gonemad switches here. I think he has too many games to play. I think Spectre's probably the weaker at this point, because he has so much experience on this character. I think he can rely on that a little bit, but he needs to also adapt, which I would imagine he's going to.
Seeing that armor right off the bat from Bored-erlands and stuffing it out with the 2L is good adaptation already from Gonemad, though. Oh no!
I don't know if you also noticed he did the 5A grab to also be safe because of max distance. He's definitely looking for some extra stuff now. And just being up one more just helps him. Wow, what a grab option.
Gonemad mistiming that 5A. You got Awakening.
Bro, those teleports have been so on point from Gonemad. Gonna maximize damage here. No, not able to kill. He's just going for 2As. I like it. He's hoping he would bait for it.
Wow. That was just incredibly solid pressure from Gonemad. Oh, he tried. he tried to whiff punish it. He was looking for that juicy 2S.
I do like that Gonemad has been doing 2A to challenge barrels a lot. Wow! 2S, baby, we're here. This is let's go for a ride.
While Ghostblade is a relatively low average damage character, when he hits a counter hit 2S like that, you're melting.
Oh, he is cooking with these teleports right now. The teleport to it, JA, just to challenge instantly. Nope, no, nothing.
Oh, backward. Oh no, he did not mean to do that.
I wonder if that was supposed to be just block.
Yeah, he must have been transitioning from like holding back to using the guard button to block. And if you do that while you're still holding back, you get back roll, which can be deadly in the corner.
I feel like Gonemad definitely had the answer there. Just, you know, executional stuff. Keep in mind, Gonemad plays on pad, so sometimes you can get misinputs, especially on pad. It's really, really rough. Okay, and gonna go for a mix here. Goes for the 2 lights. Oh, tries to grab on the 3rd one. Smart buy. Bored-erlands kind of seeing that ahead of time.
Converted after the rocks already got pulled.
Oh wow! Tried to go for a little sneaky reset there. Gonna probably get out of this situation. Yeah, switch sides. I like that he's still not challenging for grab. He's not going for grab. He's just keeping the pressure with 2A. Like he's like, I will get this, and he eventually does because people crack under the idea that throw is available.
I don't know. What do you throw at this? I think the launcher. I mean, I think the Brawler wasn't a bad move. I think that he just has to be wary of the options that Gonemad will go for when he's pressured.
If I'm Bored-erlands, I'm not going to character select.
Nope. Well, this is where the doubt sets in. I don't, unless he's just instantly picking Brawler and just going back in. I definitely think this is doubt setting in. And he's trying to figure out what's going to work. And that may not be the best option.
Bored-erlands is a player. We've talked about it with a couple different people in the DNF duel community who do tend to fall into this this doubt in their bracket runs of like, all right, which character do I run? Bored-erlands, Monikat, we saw it earlier as well. And it can kind of leave them in a sticky situation.
Yeah, it's I know he might be going back to launcher to be like, you know what, just stick to your guns. Which is kind of the right move, but we saw how much more mileage he gets off of just playing the Brawler. I know he might not want to, but if you could just get out of this, you know, deficit of 2-1, bring it back to a 3-2 reset, then you can go to the launcher. I think you're rewarding yourself for breaking past that point, you know? Saying like, okay,
there it is.
I could try it now, but I think he just needs to play this all the way through.
Yeah, stick with the Brawler. I think that is the choice that will yield the highest reward for Bored-erlands, but that remains to be seen, I suppose. As we go into Game 4, Gonemad with a potential tournament point. Bored-erlands needs this to stay alive.
Bored-erlands already out the gate, doing a very unnatural starter, just JP in there.
Oh no. Gonemad thought he was going to teleport behind Bored-erlands, but that 4M was still in the midst.
Did he just turn that around so fast, even though he dropped it? Good teleports to grabs, and he's going to have meter still to pressure. That was so bad. He's lucky it wasn't a 2S.
Yeah. He gets caught on the teleport, though. This time tried to check it. No dice. After this super, Gonemad will be on tournament point.
I love that he kept it simple, went straight to super, said, I could probably extend this, but whatever. Let's just get this over with.
Ghost. I like the stake showing up in chat. I was never wrong about Ghostblade.
Oh, man. Right now, Gonemad's Ghostblade is trying to secure the bag. Ain't no way he's trying to give it up.
barrels on
Oh
loose,
my
but
God.
he ran a little bit too far ahead of it.
Yo, 5-8 check? What? I think
That's-
Bored-erlands is getting busted.
That's a habit that a lot of Brawler players, myself included, tend to fall into. Is you call the barrels and you expect your opponent to just kind of sit there. But
Yeah.
if you get too ahead of yourself, you can get checked really easily like that.
Well, he's composing himself, picking it back up. Not going to get any other extra follow-up, but pressure is there.
No RPS,
Done that.
just blocking it out.
I love that he switched sides. Definitely going to apply a lot of pressure. Will you break under pressure? Will you not respect the 5A or 2A? Oh, that is so unfortunate. I think he made the right read, too. It just wasn't far enough.